Everybody let go. Hands up. Feel the bass, shake floors. When it blow, midweek, no sleep, we stay ready for the show. It's that RawFusion, yeah, you already know.
Yo, what's up? We back at it again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little late today, boy. Man, people just want to drive crazy. That's all I can say. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I was acting a little crazy myself coming in today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, it's been a crazy little week, but it's been busy. But I want to say it's all positive, though. And I appreciate y'all waiting for me to get on here. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get the show cracking. So, Whoopi Goldberg, y'all. Whoopi Goldberg is in the Epstein files. What the hell, right? Can you say, what? So, I know this is probably old news to everybody else, but it's new news to me. So, she's in the Epstein files, and I've heard that she defended herself and everything. We're going to get into that later on. I actually got some, I pulled it up on here for later in the show to check it out because it's crazy. So today I got my homegirl going to be stepping in here a little bit later on in the show. My homegirl, Deborah Coco. You know her from Just Give Me the Mic, doing all the exclusive interviews with all the hip-hop celebrities and abroad, you know what I'm saying? So she definitely going to be in the building today. We got a new joint by my man, Big Woo. Bruh, that's part of the reason why I was late, because I wanted to get this song on here ASAP. So Big Woo made a new record. He is opposite of him being a DJ, radio host, or all that. You will be seeing him on here as well coming soon. This dude made a song that's, man, I ain't even gonna tell you what genre it is. You're gonna know when you hear it, but it's so dope. I didn't even get through the whole song, and the song is fire. The message is fire. All I can say is shout out to Big Woo. Heavy salute to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because this joint here, wow. So other than that, we also got the Freak video. We got the Valentine's Day music video as well. We got some new joints by my man P. Dot. He's on here. We also got a new magazine that's dropping, bro. And I'm going to tell you right now, the commercial hot. It's hot. Just saying. It's off the chain. So get ready for that. Then we got another new show that's going to be featuring me and Deborah Coco. We was talking about it, and we're going to try to see how this show goes. I kind of touched on some of the subject matters that on here a couple of times, but we're going to get real heavy and deep with it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a real good show. It's going to touch on a lot of things that's going on, especially with things that's happening with people of our age group now, more so than it is with everybody else. And we see it a lot. So I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to let y'all know it's coming as well. Then we have your homegirl Serene going to be coming back with another show next week. Man, it's basically, man, we got a lot. I got a lot on here for real, really, real talk. You know what I'm saying? I got record by my man King Fuji. Y'all probably already heard it. We got some other new joints that's on here. So like I said, we got a lot of music to play today. Some things familiar, some things are not, but all I know is we got a lot to cover today. So with that being said, I just want to let y'all know, with this Whoopi Goldberg thing, yo, man, that dog, I just want to know this, though, how many more cats gonna get hemmed up behind this? I'm just saying, hey, bro, but she said, well, we gonna talk about it later, man. It's crazy because for one, everybody getting exposed. For two, I got a problem with this stuff because what are y'all distracting us from? what's going on that we don't know that's happening and nobody even bother to think that way, right? So just keep that in mind. Real talk. So we're gonna get into some things and talk about a lot of things. We also got my man's or Deborah gonna be on after this show. Deborah will be coming on at 7 p.m. I think she's doing the interview with Stetsasonic. So get ready for that. That's if y'all know who Stetsasonic is, legends. I'm just saying, I do believe that's what it is. She'll let us know when she come on, because she gonna come on after me at 7. And then we got to follow up with B-Boys Underground, and we're gonna be showing the ad with them and their little thing, what they got going on. So it's gonna be, hey man, it's gonna be crazy. And that's with my man Ghost Boogie, Mad Ways, and G-Dash Fresh. So get ready for that show coming up at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. So that's around 10 o'clock for us in Eastern Standard. All right. So let's get it cracking off, man. It's gonna be, like I said, this whole thing is this whoopee. Hey man, that just blew me away when I saw it. I said, nah, bro. But from what I understand, she had to get on there and defend herself, like, nah, bro, nah. But here's where you're gonna run. The damage is done, though, right? Even though Whoopi is Whoopi, we all know that, We know what we know about Whoopi. We don't know everything about her, right? Because again, she's a celebrity. Her private life is her private life. But to put her name out there like that when they been trying to cover up everybody else's name, here she come, boom, there it is. Now, I don't know the whole full story about it, because I'm going to be honest with y'all. That's why I don't watch the news, man. And the only time I watch it is sometimes I want to see what the weather going to be. And even then, I just go outside and pray that God protect me every day, bro. Because everything that's going on, man, is insane. Sometimes I just get word of mouth from other people like, yo, you ain't going to believe this going on, that going on. I know you want to stay informed, but man, you never see nothing positive. Everything is demonic, or I got to do this. Even the damn movie commercials be so demonic every time. And it's like, man, come on. For real? So I don't try to focus on the world more so than I do just spiritually focusing on the Creator. And I've mentioned that to y'all 1,000 times over, man, because it's so important. It really is. You heard me say it every time, every show, how important it is, you know what I'm saying, to really, really focus on the Creator, because at this point right now, there's so much confusion going on, man, that you don't know if you going or coming. I'm just saying. It's insane. Every time you turn around, it's the same old crap. Different day, different week, same drama. Um, same attitude, same ignorance, it's just all the same. You know what I'm saying? Nothing seems to change worth a damn, and everybody still be on the same mess all the time. So it's like, why are we even trying? If y'all gonna keep on destroying the world, I mean, and I'm not saying give it up on the world, but it's just like, come on, man, for real. It's getting stupid and petty, and every time you turn around, I mean, even just living a regular day to day life, man, you ain't even got to be in the in the circle or be out there like that or whatever the case may be. It's fools out here at your job that's trying you. People at your job. I don't understand why people got to try you, right? But they don't understand that when you react, they're like, "Oh, he crazy, or she crazy." Nah, man, it's that at some point in time you're gonna take me there, and I ain't asked you to take me there, but you're gonna keep trying to take me there every single time. After I just told you to back off, you still want to try to take me there. Nah. And then and somehow you're the one that's wrong when it comes to the job situation. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, how you wrong though? How is it that you're wrong? And you sitting there telling, you don't went to the boss, you don't went to everybody you needed to go to, and all of a sudden everybody all in your grease like, yeah, man, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. And no matter how much you try to do the gig, here comes somebody else trying to start some mess. Every time. Every single time. Right? So all I can say is just try to hang in there, y'all. I know it's crazy. I know how people can try to make things into something that, that's crazy, but don't as much as you can, just don't feed into it. Cause that's what most people want. They want a reaction because their life might be miserable or whatever. And don't what I will say is just pray for them. You know what I'm saying? I know that's easier said than done, especially when you dealing with people like that who just want to continuously keep trying you. I, I don't I don't know. I don't know. If y'all kind of see me on here, I'm kind of looking up some things while I'm talking to y'all. Let y'all trying to find some more information on that Whoopi Goldberg situation. Because wow, that's just that one right there. Just that took the cake for me. I was just like, what? Like I said before, yeah, some of that. So I wonder who else name gonna pop up out of there. You feel me? I wonder who else gonna come up in that piece and be like, yeah, they in there too. But then here's my thing. They're all in there, but then is it gonna be reported or they gonna go to jail? That part. That's what I want to know. Are they gonna go to jail? Cause so far ain't nobody been in jail except for him, right? And then the other thing you gotta think about is they gonna like is something gonna happen with Donald Trump and all that? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna be put in there? I mean, what's gonna happen, man? I'm just saying. At this point, y'all, it's so much stuff going on, homie. You wouldn't believe behind closed doors that, man, bruh. I'm just saying. It's stuff going on here that'll blow your mind, right? That you'll be like, nah, that can't be. Yeah, it is, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just saying. And what makes it worse is people don't say nothing, do nothing, or even they just accept it and that's it. It's a lot of abuse that's going on out here, bro, that people are either scared or they're a participant or they like it, one or the other. And then in any case, it's all weird to me anyway. If you feel like you being abused or something, let me just assure you, get the hell out if you can, or find a way out if you can. I don't care what kind of abuse it is. If you know your child's being abused, then get your kid away from that situation. If you are the abuser, go get some help. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me twisted. I understand whooping a child's ass and letting them know, hey, look here, I'm your parent. But when I'm talking about is goes beyond that. You feel me? So, you know, a lot of people think when they, especially when it comes to different cultural punishments, they think, okay, well, one thing is this don't work, the other one think that don't work, and the other one say this is abuse, and the other one say that's an abuse. Listen, man, I would say this. Um, there's all kind of abuse and there's all kind of punishment and all that. And it ain't never, it's interpreted by what people on the outside think it's like, but the real person who's getting it is the one who determines how they feel. You can't predict or know what that person feels like, right? And you don't know what that kid did or didn't do. You don't know how to get your kid to have respect like they should. Because I know plenty of parents that get, actual um, talk to, crazy, all that. And in hell no. You know what I'm saying? So there's abuse, and then here's what I love. You say that's abuse, but then when the kid do all this stuff, you say, well, you need to get control of your child. First of all, sometimes getting control of them kids, some people don't know how to get control of their kids. And then these kids grow up later and disrespect their parents badly, right? They don't just disrespect them, they smack them up too. They be beating up on their parents. And most of them scared to say anything to their parents. So what I'm saying is, yo, man, on some real, look, do not spare the ride when it comes to your kid. You know, I mean, I ain't saying you gotta go off ham and take it back to some, cutting meat and all that, and all that stuff, but you gotta discipline the child. And most times, as a kid growing up, you have more respect for your parents. I've seen it time and time again. Yeah, it was rough when you went through it, but your parents want to let you know the harsh realities out here because they your parents. Some parents ain't gonna take it too far, right? Some parents will. But I will tell you this though, there's some parents that won't do nothing, and this kid end up being those kids you see shooting up schools and carrying on. Feel me? Uh, Sometimes it may not even be that. They might even discipline the child, and the child just nuts by genetics. It happens. I've had the fortune to see it on both sides, and I will tell you this: that man, it is a scary thing when you see kids who become pedophiles at a young age or killers at a young age. All that, it's a scary world when it comes to that because you really don't know what's going on in that body or in that mind, and they could just man. And some of them put on this persona that they got to be hard and tough so that people won't mess with them or make fun of them and stuff. And it ain't like that either. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, sometimes tough love helps, and they need to know that somebody give a damn because others who don't say nothing or chastise them, they feel like they don't care. It's weird. It's just the weirdness of being a parent. You just kind of like, it ain't no, like they said, ain't no handbook. That's a true statement. Ain't no handbook, man. It's all about how you can handle it, what you can do. It's crazy, man. But if you want to know how to be a good parent, you want to know what to do, ask the creator, man. Everything you need answers on, God is right there to give it to you. You feel me? It ain't easy. None of the world is easy because of the way we think and the way we feel, but you can make it easier by just being in prayer and asking for help. When you don't know something, what we used to do, we go ask our parents, right? They didn't know, they tell us somebody else might know. Or you find somebody who know. But the point I'm making is don't be afraid to ask people. Please don't be afraid to ask. It's so important that you don't be afraid to ask because you just never know with everything that's going on, man. Just sometimes talking to somebody can help relieve the pain that's going on in somebody's head and in their heart. Real talk. So just keep that in mind, especially with all this crap going on, right? So anyway, we're going to get into some more stuff here. Going to run some ads, talk about some things, all that good stuff. Bangity bang bang, shitty bang bang, and go from there. But in the meantime, I got the Freak video. Yes, sir. This is Freak by my man Velvet Saint. You know what I'm saying? Soon to be on vinyl, coming up in March. You know what I'm saying? We had to delay the record because of some things that we had to take care of. But so we're going to be releasing that in March, but you're going to get to see the video right here, the music video of Velvet Saint. You know what I'm saying? Freak song. This was the Valentine's Day premiere on Serene Solutions. Shout out to Serene. Let's give a round of applause to Serene because, man, we had a rough little Valentine's Day, but it came out good. The show came out good, though. You know what I'm saying? So it still came out good. She did a good job. Definitely, and she deserved all the kudos in that. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind when you watch her show. Real good person, real valuable person, real good person to get to know. Oh, my homegirl Carlita in the building. What's up, Carlita? Yo, man, I know you tired. You know you tired. I know she tired, bro. She tired. But she another one, man, got some things that's gonna be coming down the pipeline. She got some good ideas. Hopefully we get to see it soon. And definitely get her in here to talk about it again. You saw her on one of my episodes. I think it was New Year's Eve or Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, one of them. But she was on there and she just dropped in, and yo, it was a good time. She was driving too, like it wasn't nothing. Yeah, nigga, what's up? Yeah, and talking like it wasn't nothing. Boy, I said, oh, I'm just saying, there she go right there. So yeah, man, we're glad that she in here as well. All right, without further ado, let's get to freaking. All right, here we go. Peace. Freak.
Like the fire that I shouldn't be playing with. Lord knows I touch you, I'ma end up sick. Sick in the mental, not in the drugs. Cause if you like that, I'ma leave you alone. But damn, you make me stiff. Yeah. I'ma have to turn the shift. Cover up with my shirt a bit, so I won't be embarrassed by my pointed stick. Cause the way you dip, the way you dance, make me stand there in a body trance. You got charmers in your family, cause you're selling fantasy without the candy, yeah. I've been used so damn thick. I need a bit with a bucket drip. Like a kid with an ice cream cone, I wanna lick you all down till it's all gone. She got her hair done, she got her toes done, she got her nails done. She know I wanna freak her, she want me to rub her there, she want me to touch her there, she want me to play right there. She know I wanna freak her. Hold up, let me calm down. Catch my breath before I pass out. Make sure that I'm on your route so I can see what your everything is all about. You already got sexy hips, you already got sexy lips. I wanna see if you're good to date before you wipe all that rubber face. Maybelline can't make you clean, that don't mean you right for the team. If you do a lot of ding, ding, that means you won't get no ring, a ring, ring. I believe in being safe before resting in some wooded place. And I ain't talking about the forest jack, I mean a pine box laying on my back. She got her hair done, she got her toes done, she got her nails done. She know I wanna freak her, she want me to rub her there, she want me to touch her there, she want me to play right there. She know I wanna freak her. Freak, 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 freak. You like food with a brilliant taste, from the top to below your waist. So let's see if your rain will drop when I get to the center of your Tootsie Pop. Wait a sec, I gotta check your play. You look good, that don't mean you're great. Make sure that it's not a mistake, cause if it is, baby girl, I'ma put on a break. Make sure I'm right for you, get tested before we screw. Never mean I'll come back, ooh, we can both freak us all at each other till we blue. She got her hair done, she got her toes done, she got her nails done. She know I wanna freak her, she want me to rub her there, she want me to touch her there, she want me to play right there. She know I wanna freak her. Freak, 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 freak. There. She want me to play right there. She know I wanna freak her. This is the love exchange, where the real ones don't play. Feel it in the midnight air. Every word laid bare. This is where love exchange, where love meets truth.
legends are forged in fire. From the burning heart of Dragon of Fearfall Mountain, one name rises from the ashes. Aziz Chem. This is not just a story. This is not just a cover. This is a takeover. From the streets to the skyline. From whispers to headlines. CityWorld News. Street Noise Magazine. The flame is lit. The mountain trembles. Dragon of Fearfall Mountain. The rise of Aziz Chem. Dropping March 1st, 2026. Are you ready for the fire?
Hey everybody, this is your girl Deborah Coco of Just Give Me the Mic. And I have some important news to let y'all know, because on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. you can catch the show live and direct on CityWorld Media. I'm so happy to come through with my friends and my team. We got good vibes, good music, and all that. But I need you to tune in and check it out. Make sure you go to www.cityworldmedia.com at 7 and see what Just Give Me the Mic is all about, y'all. I can't wait to meet you. See you soon.
Welcome to Alley Care for Kids, owned and operated by Ms. Ebony. Here at Alley Care for Kids, we nurture and teach your children with the utmost love, care, and respect every single day. Now enrolling for 24-hour care, full meals, snacks, and transportation services. Contact Ms. Ebony directly at 513-675-2654 for Alley Care for Kids Excellence.
Yo, what's up? Hey, so you got to see a little few of those new commercials, man. Yo, I'm just saying, man, that man, that new mag that's coming out, man. Oh my God, man, that's gonna be a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? We have told so many great stories on a lot of people here, man, and I tell you what, it never has failed that we have not had a great and successful situation, man. All I can say is it's been a beautiful, beautiful thing. So much love to those who participated in the magazine process and been a part of the whole City World vibe. You know what I'm saying? And those who are coming into the City World vibe as well. So with that being said, moving on though, like I said, this Whoopi Goldberg thing, man. Woo, boy. It's like crazy. And then you got some more issues with what is going on with these artists, man, and their relationships. Oh my God. It's crazy, man. Man, I don't even know where to begin at, dog. It's the most craziest thing I ever seen, and it just keeps getting worse by the minute. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know, man. If y'all listening, you got some advice to say, man, just put it out there, because this is crazy. I'm just saying, it is super freaking crazy. You hear me? And then they still shooting up schools. They still doing that. They still arguing over who get what. And then, you got the whole Congress thing jumping off, man. I just need to be on an island somewhere, looking at a beach, somewhere peaceful, and ain't got to deal with this mess. You feel me? Preferably on an island that ain't haunted or got weird creatures on there trying to eat me, kill me. A place where you could be just peaceful. I can't do that Machina Island joint though. That I don't know if y'all even went and checked that movie out. Let me see if I could pull that up for y'all. That movie was incredibly crazy. And what made it even more crazier is the way it ended. And homeboy in that movie, bruh. I'm gonna see if I can bring this up for you. I got it. Oh, excuse me. I brought it up. Here it is right here. This movie right here, dog. This movie right here, yo. Now it's on the streaming platforms. I want to say it's on Hulu. You can look it up. It's on a lot of them. But boy, listen here. This movie right here, bruh. Oh my God, man. If there's any crazier movie that I ever seen that has to do with machines besides this one, this probably be in my top 5. All right, because this right here, damn Terminator, dog. This right here, at least with Terminator, you knew they was coming to kill you, right? This one is so weird because of the inventor, the guy who he invited, all that, man. You got to watch this movie. I just don't want to ruin it for you, man. Watch this movie because you're going to be like, what? Yeah, it's one of them types. So if you definitely want to check it out and watch this movie, watch the movie, yo. Watch the movie. It's this stuff is insane, man. It's so insane. And the way it goes down and how it's plotted out, it's kind of like I can't really say that either. It ain't like Cradle to Your Grave, or I think that's what it is. I Spit on Your Grave. It's not as deep as that, but it got a little bit of touch of that. You know what I mean? If you ever if you ever seen that movie, I Spit on Your Grave 1 and 2, I think they made a part 3. I don't know. I have to look it up later, man. But them movies, man, it just takes it to a whole nother level of like the dark side of things, man. I'm gonna quote Blade, like when he told old girl, like, the world you live in is the topping, but it's a world underneath you. That's the real world that you don't even know nothing about because you too busy living up here thinking everything cool. Nah, bruh, no. So I'll just say it like this, man. This movie right here is one of the ones you definitely want to check out because it is deep. That movie is insanely crazy. And it don't even hold no punches, man. It's just, what? Like, what the hell? What happened? And you just be like, nah, at the end. Trust me. And to add insult to injury, it's like, what do you do now, brother? Go say it. What you gonna do now, man? Ain't nothing you can do, right? Nothing. So I'm just saying, bro, like, oh man. So what y'all think about this whole thing? How y'all feeling about this? There's a brother who got a thing that's out there. I've seen it pop up a couple of times, and it's in the feed. Sometimes you catch it on like in your TikTok or in your especially on Instagram. It's a brother who sits around a bunch of Republican people of all different denominations, and he's a Democrat, and he sits in the middle. And they got the little flags and stuff they be waving. I guess I don't really know the rules of it, but I just seen it pop up in the feed. And he's like killing them on facts, man. Like, but a lot of people who think they so smart. Let me just say this. This is what kills me about people. You ever meet cats that talk like they smart, but they really ain't? And they trying to pull it off like they think you stupid, right? And then they assume that you don't know nothing. So they also overtalk you all the time, too. And they think that by ranting and talking over you and trying to just like control the conversation, right? They think they are smarter than you. When in actuality, they as stupid as rocks. Man, rocks got more intelligent. At least they know to just sit there and chill out. These idiots think they so smart that they know everything, and it turns out they don't know nothing. And then to add insult to injury, and that don't just come in one color of skin, folks. That comes in more than one color of skin, all right? And it ain't just males, it ain't just females, it's both. And they continue to think they so smart, and then they come around, and the next thing you know, they never admit when they wrong. They never admit that you right. They'll say something to the effect, oh, I already knew that. Really? You already knew that? Okay. Okay. You already knew that. But this is something like this guy is talking to them, and literally these people are sitting there like trying to hit him with stupid stuff. They don't even know what they talking about. So when he hit them with facts and that stuff that's actually, and let's put it this way, facts is just basically stuff that's analytical or whatever. You see it, this is what they print up, and they say this is fact, right? Okay. So they sit around and they talk about, oh yeah, he know this, he know that, whatever. Next thing you know, when he hit them with the info, they sitting there like stupefied. I'm using that Harry Potter language, stupefied. You know what I'm saying? They stupefied. Like they sitting there like with their mouth open and feeling real dumb. Because they ain't doing nothing but regurgitating everything that somebody else said and then try to make it seem like they know, and they don't know. That is what you call serious brainwashing. When you can convince people to believe something that ain't true, and then they turn around and try to project that as truth, that's brainwashing. That's some brainwashing for your ass, right? And you don't research, you don't look it up, you don't do nothing. Even when you research it, our research ain't fact either, right? Because you can fudge anything. You can make up anything. You can say something and make it seem like it's fact because it's written down or documented or whatever. It ain't all fact, dog. Just saying, it ain't. Nah, some of the stuff, especially analytics, and let me just put it into you like this. Let me put it to you like this. I keep saying words that my brain is thinking faster than my mouth can move. All right, so when it comes to music, one thing we learned in school was in entertainment business was, shout out to Full Sail University, you know what I'm saying? That's my alma mater. One thing you found out was they fudged the numbers with these artists blowing up. Now, you're thinking, nah, they ain't. Yes, they are. They fudged the numbers, so when you can control the narrative of the numbers, anybody can go diamond. But when you go look up the sales receipt, man, they ain't sold that much at all, right? Everything ain't always true, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, everything ain't always true. I could tell you something and be lying through my teeth. You know what I'm saying? But you would never know it's true unless you actually experienced it or it's confirmed by a group of people. That's how fact become fact. It's confirmed by a group of people that say this is what it is, and that's what it's going to be, and everybody agrees, and that's when it's fact. Everything we based on fact is, even when experimenting things and creating things, when we make something or whatever we do, that's based on fact because we made it, we experienced it, and now we deliver it to the public, and therefore the public know it came from us. But then you don't know if it came from me because you wasn't there to help me make it, right? But you're going off of the thought that I'm telling the truth, right? And that right there can tell you a lot about how people can manipulate you, how people can get over on you, and then cause problems for you. And you be like, I don't know why this is happening. So how do we combat that? How do you combat somebody telling you one thing and you don't know otherwise? Because most of the time people say, oh, damn, I ain't even know that. I thought it was this. I thought it was. Feel what I'm saying? All I can say, the best way to get past that is that you can take everything at face value, but people just watch people and how they move, and then that's how you decide whether or not you're ready to deal with them or don't want to deal with them. Get to know them up here, because this right here, and I'm pointing to your heart, is going to tell the truth about that person. You feel me? And you going to know. You know, you really going to know. And I don't know how to explain that to you, but you will know. If your gut tell you, nah, then do that. Go with your gut. That is a spiritual instinct. Go with your gut. Some tell you, nah, no. They could be cool as hell, but something else is going on that you ain't feeling it, right? Then that's when you move. Let's say you don't feel that, but something later happens and you see these moves being made and you feel uneasy, get out of it. That's simple. Get out of it. Relationship, whatever it is, get out of it. And if that person don't understand that, then that's on them, but you need to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And just sit back for a minute and relax and observe. Observe, man. Really observe. Don't jump into stuff because you think, oh, man, that person nice, that person's this. People be having hidden agendas, bro, all day, and it's getting worse now than ever. So just be careful and always ask God for guidance. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. So anyway, we're going to get into some music. At about 1:30ish, we're going to have our guests come in here in a little bit. Make sure you stay locked in right here on the RawFusion Show. We got a lot to unpack. Like I said, man, a lot. You know what I mean? So make sure you stay with us. Appreciate all y'all who are watching via Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, aka X, YouTube, all the channels that we are on, Rumble. I mentioned Kick before. All that, man. Keep up with us, man. We got a lot coming your way, man. So please stay with us at all times. You know what I mean? You're an artist, you're trying to get your music heard. All you gotta do is go to the website. Been on here a couple times telling everybody where to find it, how to go about it. Send it. But people, let me just reintegrate. Please read the paperwork. Please read the instructions. It's on the site, man. And don't keep bugging a person about when they're going to play your music, what time they're going to play it. Yo, man, this is at our own discretion. It's at our own discretion. And we feel like it's going to do something, we'll play it. This ain't about us saying, oh, you whack or nothing like that. Because some of y'all be sending music that's not mixed, mastered properly, none of that. We're not going to play that. We're just not. Because it reflects on us too. So make sure that your music is properly mixed and mastered. Make sure it sounds good. Make sure it's quality. It's your music, man. You want to put out your best product, not sit there and hand us some crap and then it don't sound right. I'm just keeping it 100. Take it from a person that knows. I've been where you have been in that regards, okay? And thinking the music was cool and all that. Nah, man, no, it ain't. No. And I went through some crap with that. But I learned. Now I understand why DJs say that. And don't bug the DJ, man, because then that make them not want to play your stuff. You submitted it, you wait, and then watch the show. Easy. It's messed up because at first I used to be on the other end of that. I was, man, these DJs, man, they whack. They ain't going to play. Now I get why they do that. Now I see why they be on that. So my apologies to all you DJs back in the day. I salute y'all. I'm going to give y'all a round of applause. I understand why y'all do that. I understand why y'all be on that and why it's so important. So just keep that in mind, y'all, please. You know, just when you submit your music, it ain't that nobody don't want to play it. It's that we got to make sure that we feeling that and it's going to get played. It's at our discretion, all right? Ain't no like guarantees here. We don't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't paying us for it. So we're not trying to get, well, at least I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Some DJs do charge. But I ain't trying to make you pay for it. I got mass people that send in music, okay? I know mass people who do music, all right? You are no greater than them, and they are no greater than you. We will get you on the air, dog. Get you in rotation. But all that, win this, win that, win that. And I'm speaking like this because somebody actually did that recently, and I was getting pissed. And it was like, no matter how many times I explained it, constantly, don't do that, man, or you will not get no airplay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm keeping it 100 with you. All right. So anyway, let's get into some more music. We're gonna run these ads again. We're gonna get back to you, and then we're gonna go into the music. All right, holler back at your boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, it's starting. Saturday wake-up
They
call.
all pretty, looks like they shook off the work I've done. Let them stare, 'cause they gon' see me shining everywhere from the work I've done. Speak to the spectators, here they come. It's the ones that next to you playing you dumb. People who detest your business climb, 'cause they like to be bow wow, wasting your time. Closer than the rest. This is the love exchange, where the real ones don't play. Feel it in the midnight air. Every word laid bare. This is the love exchange, where love meets truth. This is the love exchange, where love meets truth.
In a world where legends are forged in fire, from the burning heart of dragon of Fearfall Mountain, one name rises from the ashes. Aziz Chem. This is not just a story. This is not just a cover. This is a takeover. From the streets to the skyline, from whispers to headlines, CityWorld News, Street Noise Magazine. The flame is lit, the mountain trembles. Dragon of Fearfall Mountain, the rise of Aziz Chem. Dropping March 1st, 2026. Are you ready for the fire?
Yo, this is King Fuji, aka Rising Sun, coming to you live from Turtle Island, the Boston State, you understand? From my city to your world, you tune in to Todd, DJ Bladz on the RawFusion Show. Let's go.
I hear everybody all the time. Who is Black North? Who is Black North? Who is Black North? I hear everybody all the time. Who is Black North? Who is Black North? Who is Black North? I hear everybody all the time. Who is Black North? Who is Black North? Who is Black North? I hear everybody all the time. They try to duct tape my future, try to hold it.
Yo, we back at it again. So, without further ado, I introduce you to my man Big Woo's new productive, new amazing song, new production. Man, this song is, I love this joint, man. I just heard it, went on my way coming in today. This is a dope ass record, man. It's dope. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm not gonna ruin it for you because it ain't what you think, but it is what you need. All right. This your man DJ Todd Bladz. We'll be back right after these joints go off. So check this out by my man Big Woo. Fight the power. Holler back at your boy.
Freedom ain't free. Freedom ain't free. Do you wanna be free? We must fight the power, trying to take it from me. If you believe and love thy neighbor, we have to stand with each other, shoulder to shoulder. We shall overcome. We will not be moved until the victory is won. We must fight the power, stand up for justice, stand for peace. Protest every time you see a brother done wrong or a sister disrespected, a neighbor rejected like they don't belong. We don't need a hero, all we need is us to fight for the children that can't fight for themselves. Stand for the soldiers and the American flag. If Uncle Sam becomes a dictator, I have the right to kneel and not feel bad. Your freedom is shackled and chained to mine, and if I'm not free, no one's free. And at the same time, we must fight the power, stand up and kneel if we have to. We must let them know I will die for yours and mine too. This is the time, this is the moment, this is our country. We own it. If we don't resist, things will get worse. Forget about politics, put humanity first. Save our country. Let freedom. From city to city. Let freedom. From sea to sea. Let freedom. The world is watching. Believe me when I say your freedom is shackled and chained to mine. And if I'm not free, no one's free. And at the same time, we must fight the power, stand up or kneel if we have to. We must let them know I will die for yours and mine too. Your freedom is shackled and chained to mine. And if I'm not free, no one's free. And at the same time, we must fight the power, stand up or kneel if we have to. We must let them know I will die for yours and mine too. Save our country. Let freedom. From city to city. Let freedom. From sea to sea. Let freedom. The world is watching.
Yo, Black, go ahead and spit that. Get it.
They always like to argue cause they always think they right. Then they wanna find the wrong and everything is sight. Just to get you to bite, to maneuver to a fight, to satisfy their ego's emotion appetite. Like a minuet, nothing that's intriguing to your taste until you stop going there and find another place. Eclectic with their message when they wanna have a say, but hiding what they really want to see if you will play. Inventors of the ignorant and like to keep on building it. Shower mouthing compliments and tear down your confidence. Hard to spot a zero when they act like a hero, claiming they the one, more Roman to a Nero. They come with their kryptonite and weaken out your overstand, but then try to slide a hand and perk like they been a fan. The counters of the 10th kind, control and to undermine. They sharp in your paradigm and stay where the warrior's mind.
Darkness we spark, we've mastered the art and our blades are so sharp. Cut straight to the heart, that's this musical spark. Our journey embarked, we glide upon all for the win. All the demons we slay, before they attack, just be grateful today. There's no looking back, you can say what you say. I can't hear no slack, cause I am determined to win.
I see them lay and they have me while they laughing at the havoc. Get the cause with their magic as they add to the panic. In the form of a scandal that they move in position, try to guide my decision with accurate precision. Always wanna keep me fishing to confuse my suspicion. If they overload my vision, it's some internet subscriptions. Don't need my permission, already pull the trick. Make us all go to war so that more be at risk. The formula's applicable, the haters insurmountable, but yet they hide the rest, so no one is accountable. Treat me like a villain, lock me up, make them famine so I can't see the goons that's always behind it. It's an agonizing wait, cause they can't seal my fate as they serve me the cake that they like to use as bait. Better move out my way, cause my power coming true as I'm going super ninja and I come to end it you.
From the darkness we spark, we've mastered the art and our blades are so sharp. Cut straight to the heart, bless this musical spark. Our journey embarked, we glide up on all for the win. All the demons we slay, before they attack, just be grateful today. There's no looking back, you can say what you say. I can't hear no slack, cause I am determined to win.
Let's go! Now they hate my philosophy, watch me microscopically. Change the democracy, no law but diplomacy. Entering my job, use my pay as a ransom. My choice is like an opera, now I gotta play the phantom. Their skill set is elegant, they perfectly intelligent. Naturally accomplished that you really are irrelevant. Hunt you like the rabbits, they convince you that you're savage. Transform back to a tape, just the sound with the damage. Unlikely you can see it as they bottom out the candle, cause they living up the forgery that's feeding up the grandeur. The wordplay and grammar paraded in the banner as they hyping up the glamour to lie in the answer. Spread like a cancer, you already know the script, cause they wrote it down and practiced it every chance they get. As you glue to the monologue, just remember this: every story that is told don't always exist.
You have entered the Ludwig sound. Won't you get up and stand your ground? Spread the gem of awareness around. Won't you get up and stand your ground? From the darkness we spark, we've mastered the art and our blades are so sharp. Cut straight to the heart, bless this musical spark.
Super Ninja!
Get up! Word, y'all. Get up! Word, y'all. Get up! Word, y'all. Get up! Word, y'all. Get up! Word, y'all.
Hey yo, I like my chicks thick like Dama from Good Times. Unknown artist, you ain't write the good rhymes. I try to let her go, but see I'm still in my prime. Forget about the charts, I ain't even trying to climb. I'd rather stay humble and be the nicest unsigned. Got the blind leading the blind, look at 45. A lot of you cats are overrated like Kirk Cousins. We be laying in the cut, but the name's still buzzing. I don't pay attention to none of these rap fools. Stay in my own lane, you can call me Tom Cruise. I got the Jacob flow, cause I'm always dropping jewels. No rapping, no vocals, kid, you know the rules. I'm like Morris Day and the time, hey, I'm cool. Crept in the flow together, the mic is my tool. Run CT, rock the track with the refreshing sound. Let me show you how we gets down. 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 It's a blessing to be a part of this musical session. Relax, be set clear, no stressing. Check 1, 2, the microphone I'm testing. You want Thanksgiving, hear the turkey in your dressing. The flow is so heavily. We are one like Maze and Frank Beverly. Like Lionel Richie, have you dancing to the ceiling. So sex appealing, you can show love if you're willing. Ain't no killing or drug dealing. Energy providing you with the cuts, good feeling. You can nod your head to the groove, rock away. Like naughty by nature, hip hop holiday. I gets down on it like Cool in the Gang. Brown skin ladies take that thing. CT rock the track with the refreshing sound. Let me show you how we gets down. 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 Let me show you how we gets down.
Word, y'all. Don't put up no contention, come and get your prescription. More addictive than the meow, meow, meow. Capitalize your affliction in the laboratory kitchen. Get your fixin' with a plastic smile. Ayy, Tuda, evergreen pharmaceutical. Plenty pills just to fill your cabinet. Forcefully recruit you with genetic Kama Sutra. Many ways that they use black magic.
I was born with the basic one, the human race. Snipers of the mind who made slaves from any place. Hidden inside buildings that's supposed to be healing. As they body snatching organs, call it demon killings. Makers of false schemes that they sell like gasoline. Pumped into the soul, say they saints of Constantine. Holy water is tainted cause they made it a virus. Shot into the bloodstream, they call it a crisis. Written papyrus that they age in science labs. Adding more lies to place inside the Bible tabs. Feeding the mainstream till it blossoms to evergreen. Recruiting new puppets cause they like it with Vaseline. Slow boiling their head like an edible egg. Adjusting emotions like they making a JPEG. Running case studies to see what drug can make you ugly. Pharmaceutical countries ruin bodies for money.
Don't put up no contention, come and get your prescription. More addictive than the meow, meow, meow. Capitalize your affliction in the laboratory kitchen. Get your fixin' with a plastic smile. Ayy, Tuda, evergreen pharmaceutical. Plenty pills just to fill your cabinet. Forcefully recruit you with genetic Kama Sutra. Many ways that they use black magic.
Now that's past, watch the excuses come real fast. Overdosing the public, never see it in podcasts. Aftermath decision to dissolve the attention. Deflect the information without anything mentioned. It's well known, hidden inside the manual. Disguised as HIPAA laws to protect the cannibal. The conjectural cannibal comes in casual. Talk to you half sleep like they daughtered an animal. But no, drug reps leave examples. Hoping to sway doctors feeding patients with samples. That's the gamble, cash in from all in. So doctors create clinics for addiction of millions. Always push, cause power is a taste. Expensive to a brand, using victim for body waste. Always keeping pace with the data they trace. Calling meat trucks for the need of freezer space.
Don't put up no contention, come and get your prescription. More addictive than the meow, meow, meow. Capitalize your affliction in the laboratory kitchen. Get your fixin' with a plastic smile. Ayy, Tuda, evergreen pharmaceutical. Plenty pills just to fill your cabinet. Forcefully recruit you with genetic Kama Sutra. Many ways that they use black magic.
Now who's on board with these carnivorous overlords? Shell company owners using laundering washboards. Cause to the effect on how things ain't paid for. Specialists in denial want the poor to pay more. Underscore the byline to byline. Inert the population so the mind don't untwine. Any combination to combine the mad crime. Small print that's missed in the box that's outlined. The salt shaker as things become faker. The pill baker who send bodies to undertaker. Incinerators that's used to burn paper. Proof you can't find that your lawyer gon' need later. Manipulator like an emperor Sith caper. Fool the population to a drug they won't taper. Leading to addiction that they know is tragic. And this in the medical field is black magic.
Don't put up no contention, come and get your prescription. More addictive than the meow, meow, meow. Capitalize your affliction in the laboratory kitchen. Get your fixin' with a plastic smile. Ayy, Tuda, evergreen pharmaceutical. Plenty pills just to fill your cabinet. Forcefully recruit you with genetic Kama Sutra. Many ways that they use black magic.
What's going on? What's really good? I need to know.
Tell me what's going on.
What's going on?
Tell me what's going on.
What's really good?
Tell me what's going on.
Need to know.
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on.
What's going on?
Tell me what's going on.
Yo, what's really good?
Tell me what's going on.
I wanna know.
Tell me what's going on.
Yo, baby, I just been sitting and reminiscing about the way we used to be so in love in the beginning. But things are very different, I'm feeling like something missing. I don't see no fireworks anymore when we kissing. I'm missing that connection, ain't getting any affection. Got me over here thinking I'm begging for attention. And I remember when you used to come to every show. Now I could do the Super Bowl when you won't even go. You don't think close to things you used to do before. And it really make me think that you ain't feeling me no more. If you don't wanna be here, then just go ahead and go. I ain't forcing you to stay, hey, I'll even hold the door. Cause I don't feel the love, I don't feel it when we hug. I'm not feeling no connection even when we touch. I gave you everything I had, but that was not enough. You say you love me, but your actions just ain't matching up.
Tell me what's going on.
What's going on?
Tell me what's going on.
What's really good?
Tell me what's going on.
Need to know.
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on.
What's going on?
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, what's really good?
Tell me what's going on.
I wanna know.
Tell me what's going on.
Now I know you probably gonna just tell me I'm overthinking, and I'm not really seeing the things that I know I'm seeing. All them lies that you be telling me, really think I believe in. Yo, them guilt trips you giving me, seriously, I don't need them. My intuition switching, it's gotta be for a reason. Knowing something is off, I feel it all in my being. I'm speaking deep from my heart, you be thinking I'm preaching. I ain't eating for weeks and having some trouble sleeping. Lately you been so distant, it got me thinking you cheating. I need me a cardiologist, cause my heart is just leaking. Girl, you was my oxygen, now I got trouble breathing. My heart is on my sleeve, so I know you can see it bleeding. I'm done with begging and pleading for you to be in my life. I really wish I was wrong, but lately I think I'm right. Done with all the debating and waiting to hear the truth. If it wasn't true, you wouldn't be trying to show me proof.
Talk about who you saw me at, who I was supposed to be with. What you talking about?
Oh, you mean when you was at the club?
You're lying.
You told me you was gonna be hanging out with your cuz? Yeah.
What you talking about? I ain't cheating on you. Why you always thinking I'm cheating on you? Show me some receipts.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
What's going on?
Tell me what's going on.
What's really good?
Tell me what's going on.
Need to know.
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on.
What's going on?
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, what's really good?
Tell me what's going on.
I wanna know.
Tell me what's going on. 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 Tell me what's going on.
Yeah. So what we doing? I'm back up on my BS like Buster was proving. You miserable MCs don't know what you doing. Your image and your likeness is what I'm ruin. Been in it for a minute, I'm telling the newbies. They seem to really lose it from hitting the doobies. I was back at the bus when I started music. You don't become a winner until you can lose it. Now I got it in me, I'm moving the people. You ain't got it in you, so how are we equal? Title legendary, they coming to see you. You're living for the moment, make sure they can reach you. Cause the top is where you're going, that's the stratosphere. A lot of cats that's in it now about to disappear. It's the voice to get you up, I don't feel the fear. Let me make this clear, we about to get you out of here. You feel that? You feel that? You feel that? I'm hoping that you feel it, let me hear it back. You feel that? You feel that? You feel that? I'm hoping that you feel it, let me hear it back.
You feel that? Me and No Soul, we about to kill that. You bring beef, we about to grill that. You poppin' shit where your record deal at. With 2 double barrel shotguns, I'ma beat ya. 2024, new buck and the preacher. Classes in session and I'm the teacher. Chapter 1, so open up your book. Doing my thing, remaining relevant. We've been rockin' niches, Paul be the green elephant. We virgin as rappers remain celibate. Yeah, I be telling it, don't wanna push a cherry. Shit sounds scary, use a myth and a fairy. You don't want this smoke, I'll be your huckleberry. I'm Doc Holliday, tombstone, quick on the draw. I get my revenge, John Kramer, jigsaw. In the trap, you got caught up on that Rico when them charges got brought up. The mumble rap shit is dead. You're ratchet like sexy red, trying to get your street cred. Feel that?
You feel that? You feel that? You feel that? I'm hoping that you feel it. Let me hear it back. You feel that? You feel that? You feel that? I'm hoping that you feel it. Let me hear it back. Yeah. So what we doing? I'm back up on my BS like Buster was proving. You miserable MCs don't know what you doing. Your image and your likeness is what I'm ruin. Been in it for a minute, I'm telling the newbies. They seem to really lose it from hitting the doobies. I was back at the bus when I started music.
She got her hair done, she got her toes done, she got her nails done. She know I wanna freak her. She want me to rub her there. She want me to touch her there. She want me to play right there. She know I wanna freak her. Freak, 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 freak. You like food with a brilliant taste, from the top to below your waist. So let's see if your rain will drop.
What's good, world? It's Serene Solutions. Guess what? She's here. I'm so excited. CityWorld News, Serene Solutions. I'm telling you, do you see the shine on that magazine? Ooh-wee. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. CityWorld News, Black North, from our city to your world. Serene Solutions. Welcome to Solutionsville. Peace, y'all. Go to cityworld.com and read the magazine, and if you like, you can buy a copy too. Print on demand, as you can see, is absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Black North, again.
It's the ones that next to you playing you dumb. People who detest your business climb, cause they like to be bow while wasting your time. Closer than the rest, but it all depends, cause it might be a lover you call your friend.
Yo, we back in the building once again. Finally, somebody came to the house and finally visited, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was waiting forever. You can see the look on her face right now, boy. Y'all be laughing too, because he like, really though? Really though? You hear it in the background? Really? All right, without further ado, let's bring her in. Let me just set it up for y'all. This lady right here got a resume that wraps around buildings at least 1,500 times, okay? She does her thing. She's out in the public. She works hard. She's a teacher of a lot of things. Very, 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 very strong-minded. So for you brothers, it ain't gonna work for you. I'm just telling you now, it ain't gonna work. It ain't nothing you can say that's gonna be pimp slide in. None of that. It's over. So you might need an attorney just to talk to her. Really, for real. You gonna need one of them. And I'm talking about one of them special lawyers you see on like what's that, special victims unit type, you know what I mean? You see them actors on there. You need one of them kind of lawyers, you know, that really win that part. You know, you gonna need Olivia, you gonna need Ice-T, you gonna need all of them, the whole cast, even the ones that's dead, you're gonna have to resurrect them just to get that to this person. All right. I'm just telling you. She definitely is about her business. As you saw earlier, we ran an ad on a new show concept. This is all from her. I really like the idea. And we're going to try to run with that as well. And she definitely is a big, big help to the CityWorld platform. along with Serene and many others. So without further ado, I introduce to you Miss Deborah Coco. What's going on? Live from New York. What's happening?
Nothing much. How you doing today? How are you?
I'm good. I see you got the all black on, the all black, you know what I
I
mean?
know. I should, as you got all these nice neon colors, I should be a little bit brighter today. Excuse me.
Nah, you cool. Don't even sweat it, man. Don't even sweat it. See, it's only celebrities. They be like, oh, well, I should have just, I should have worn a bow tie.
The whole ambiance of the, that's
you
all.
Good. You good. You got you cool. Don't even sweat it. So okay, first of all, they seen you on the show. They seen you on your platforms. Give them a little background about you.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Deborah Coco. I live in the NYC. Specifically, I'm come from the Bronx. I grew up, when hip hop exploded in New York City. I had the opportunity to meet some great legends in New York. And I always felt like, I had a voice that I can use to help promote other people because I was kind of like in the loop without being in the loop. I just grew up in the loop, so to speak. And I was around so many people. So I was definitely heavily motivated by hip hop, by the way, we dress, everything, dance, everything. It definitely was a big part of my childhood. And then when I grew up, I'm like, okay, well, I had resources and connections to people, and I decided that I wanted to start my own show. I had a team when I first started. We had a marketing team. We had all kind of different departments and everything. But, as time goes on, you learn, you learn a lot about the business. You learn who's really with you, who's really not. But all I can say for myself is that I've been consistent over the years. And no matter who stays, who goes, I still stay, focused on my path and my journey because this is what I feel. This is what I love to do. And I love speaking to people. I love meeting new people, sharing their experiences, and just having real conversations. So Just Give Me the Mic was brought about because I was just passing the mic, right? I was passing the mic to different artists. It didn't matter, legends. The show was open to people in diverse backgrounds, different genres of music, entertainment, city council, community. It's just passing the mic to whoever has something to say that was positive. That was my main thing. I'm not here to do the kind of show where I'm just gossiping or just, trying to get the trendy hot topic so I can get some clicks for likes. I stayed true to the core of what the show was about. And, I just hope that people get it and they tune in and they support myself and also the artists that's on the show. So that's what the show is mainly about. And again, I have the show. I'm an actress also in New York. I have a few films out on Tubi. I love acting as well. That's just a whole nother component of my creativity. And it allows me to grow and expand my skills and to learn more about myself. So anything that gives me the opportunity to do that, I am down for it. So yeah, that's Deborah Coco, in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, man, y'all heard what I said. That's a 1,500 paper wraparound resume, right? Y'all heard that. I mean, she just ran off.
Thank you.
That's all I can do. You know what I mean? A little horn in there, you know what I mean? Yo, listen, man.
I talk on and on, so I said, let me just wrap it up.
Well, you could have went on, and then that's just what she does in her free time.
Right.
They ain't even what she do. We ain't gonna get into what she do on a regular time, but the free time. So if she does that on the free time, you can only imagine what she does on the regular 9 to 5. Listen, man. But hold on, she left out one other thing though. She left out something though.
What?
She ain't talking about her rap career.
Oh,
yeah, brother.
I say I can spit a little bit of bars, but I don't bring that up unless I'm ready to spit something. When I'm in that mood to say something, then I do that. But I mean, even up here, I did a couple of R&B tracks as well, and I also, in my career, just like I said, just being at the right place at the right time, running into certain individuals that allowed me the opportunity to explore different lanes. Okay, so that's what I did. You want me to do a little hook for you? Yeah, I got you. You want me to spit a little 16 for you? I got you. But I'm saying that's along my journey. I'm exploring it a little bit more today, just tapping in, just jumping in like double dutch a little bit. But it's about, look, enjoy life, man. Don't get yourself stifled thinking you can't do things, or that something might pass you by. Just
Right,
enjoy.
right.
Grab your opportunities when they become present, and take advantage of them. Have fun. Who cares who don't like it? Who cares who laughs? Who cares about any of those things? Like, keep going. Like, do what you feel.
And
That's
see,
it.
that's that East Coast mentality. Like,
It is.
it ain't, you don't got time to cry and boo hoo or be like nobody likes me. It's all about they on the move constantly. Ain't no New Yorker I ever met that ain't on the move. You know what I'm saying? They don't sit around. They don't. If that don't work, they try something else. If that doesn't work, they try something else until
Yeah.
something works. That's how
These
it
lights.
goes.
Ooh, it's hot in
And
here.
well, see, that's what happened when you hot chocolate on the air, bruh. I'm just
No, but
saying,
trying to,
hot
my
chocolate
house is
super
so
fly.
my house is so mellow and it's so peaceful. I'm like, when it comes for me to do shows and I need lighting, now I got these 3 lights on me, and I'm just like, oh, now I'm dying. I feel like I'm melting chocolate right now. That's how I feel. But we in the building. We at City World, from my city to your world. That's how we do. You know.
Hey, you
But
see how she rolled that in there too?
yeah, I does this.
She hit
I
the
does
she
this.
she hit that monologue quick, like, yep,
I
and
does
from
it.
my
Yeah.
city to your world.
It ain't no thing. It ain't no thing. You know that. It ain't no thing.
Hey man, give this woman her props, dog.
I love the clapping now. I'm okay with it.
Oh my God, man. Yo, hey, I might need to hire her as an attorney. God damn. I'm just saying.
You might, because I wear many hats up here. You already know, like,
Oh man,
yeah.
she got that rapid fire talk. Like, you ain't getting no words in. You got to wait your turn. It's
Ooh.
like it goes like bam, bam, bam. And you can't do nothing but love that because she remember I was telling y'all earlier how people speak that they say they're intelligent, but they're not as intelligent as you think, even when they try to dominate a conversation. Well, see, this is in reverse for her. She actually is intelligent, okay? She hitting you with the whole, she ain't speaking no BS to you. She
No.
telling you, she hitting you with straight fact. I ain't gassing this woman at all. Trust me when I tell you. If you're married to her, you're not renting the argument. Just say, yes, honey, I will go do it.
No, I want to hear the other side of the opinion. I want to take that into account. I just don't want to run everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo, I ain't
I
arguing. I'm just
gotta
going
be
to say,
quiet.
yes, dear.
Yes.
What you need me to go get again? Because it's that she got that accent, that New York accent. They ain't gonna take your crap, man. I'm just telling you, dog. It ain't gonna happen. No.
We don't.
Nah, it ain't gonna go down, man. It just ain't. Shout out to my man Mike Weaver for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? He from the land. You know what I mean? Doing his thing.
Okay.
Must have been an off day today. That man worked hard too, boy. I swear he do.
Oh,
So,
wow. Shout out to Mike.
but yeah, so like, let's get down to some of the things, because what I've learned from you was you really got yourself into the middle of things. You always seem to be there when the things happening, right?
Yeah.
Not only that, but you develop relationships with people. And I'm not gonna mention the names, but I'm gonna let you run down just a few names of who you know and what you found, how you got to know them. But my biggest question is, what was it that helped you get past the whole barrier of being afraid to approach them? You know what I'm saying? And talk to them.
And some of our top conversations that we've had, off top, behind the scenes, I told you growing up, I was very, very shy. But the thing about it is, at some point, I just made a decision. I'm just like, yo, you cannot live like this. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things you want to do, and would you rather not do it, or would you rather get over the fear? And what are you afraid of? First of all, let's explore that. what are you afraid of? Are you afraid somebody's gonna laugh at you? Are you afraid that you're gonna stumble? Are you afraid that you're gonna, all you have all these whole lists of the fears that you have in your head? But the bottom line, what about if it goes right? What about the reverse of that?
That
What about
part.
the
Yeah, yeah,
opposite side of
yeah.
that? What if it goes right? What if you get to execute what you're trying to execute the way you want to execute it? You know what I'm
Right,
saying? What
exactly,
about that?
exactly,
So
exactly. And
I,
I
I
think,
made a conscious decision to focus on the positive of it.
hmm
And then if I did mess up in some type of way, recognize that I'm human,
right,
and that
right,
that can happen. And things like that happen every day. And just keep on moving on with what I want to do. You got to analyze, how bad do you want to do it?
right,
How
exactly. You
bad
know
do
what
you
I'm
want to do
saying?
it? Like, are you trying to, and what you doing it for? If you're doing it for yourself, and nobody's going to speak louder for you than you. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? You have to be
right.
out here willing to show people what you're made of. So I just made that conscious decision at some point. And then when I was in the rooms with certain people that I know that were aligned with some of the things that I were doing, I made sure I had those conversations that I needed to have. And make sure that you know that Deborah Coco is in the building. You know what I'm saying? And know who
Feel
I
that,
am
feel
and
that.
things like that. And well, like I said, whether I was with a team or whether I was by myself, it didn't change. The energy didn't change, right? And I
hmm
just tried to stay authentic. I wasn't out here trying to play like I'm somebody else. I never wanted people to be like, damn, she's just not real. She out here just flip flopping, doing whatever. Whether you like me or not, you should respect my principles, right? Because
Right,
same person on and off camera. It's not like I have this facade or this face that I'm trying to show to the world. Same way I'm talking right now is how I talk to people in my everyday life. If I got your back, I have your back. And when I'm passionate about something, you will see that in my actions, not just my words.
that's what's up, man. Round of applause
Yeah,
for that. You know,
yeah,
that's respect. That's most respect.
yeah.
And then when you got into like we started talking to people, did you find them to be like everything you thought they were, or did you find out like they were a little bit more weirder than you thought, or what were some of the things that ran in your head once you got to know them?
I understand what fame and popularity and obligations can do to people on different levels. So I never faulted anybody for being a certain kind of way, or I never really took it as really being too weird because I don't know what their everyday environment is like, but I just try to meet people where they're at, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if I meet a celebrity and they have all these do's and don'ts or these little quirks about them, I'm like, okay, I understand. So it's something that led you to be this way. Or I try to be understanding of whatever it is and focus on what my goal is. So I never really fault anybody for if I feel like, damn, he's being a little obsessed, or he's
Right,
doing a little too much. You know what I'm saying?
right, right, right.
I don't know why he's doing a little too much. Now, fame and ego could do many things to people. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, true. Very
it
true.
could do many things. I mean, some people strive to be famous and they strive to reach certain levels, but can you handle it? It's the point. Can
Man,
you handle those levels when you get
even
there?
on a
That's the thing.
local, even on a local standpoint, can you handle it? You get
Can
what I
you handle?
mean? It's crazy. But continue what you were saying though.
No, I'm just saying. So I have met some people, and then I can understand. I've met some people that I was at a very high point in their life, and you know, I know how it could be demanding when you have all these people waiting around to interview you. Everybody wants something from you. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
cares what's going on in your real everyday life. You could have just hung up with your wife arguing, or your kid could be in the hospital sick, but you can't be there because you got to be here. So
Right.
I understand all those types of things. So I really try not to hold first impressions if it didn't go well. Now, if I see you 3, 4, 5 times and you still got the same energy, then I'm like, okay, I got to make a decision whether I
Yeah,
still
yeah,
want
yeah,
to
yeah.
talk to
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
But things
definitely.
happen, and I think we need to remember that. Like everybody goes through things just like we do. You know, we might run up on people, and I hear a lot of people try to say, "Oh, this person is this person is that." But the thing is, you don't even know what that person is going through before you got to them. So,
True.
you know,
Very true. Very
yeah,
true.
yeah. So I know that I had to make sacrifices. Even when I first came out, I used to go out into the clubs with my little microphone. You know, we video music box was very heavy up here in New York City. And it was so many people that was kind of emulating the style. It was such a thing where it actually showed us hip hop artists before they even came out. Like, you know, when the
Hmm.
hip hop first exploded, I don't know if y'all remember, you would just see album covers with different visuals. It was really
Yeah.
rare that you would see the actual artist who was doing it.
Yeah.
Who was doing the song. They would be, the record labels would just replacing artists with different visuals or even different people.
That's true. That is
So
very true. Very true.
yes. So then, you know, as we start hitting the street, for some reason, I used to get a lot of bookings. I had a blog talk show when I first started. It was just a voice. Then I started getting bookings to go out and do hostings, to come out and
Nice.
do interviews at events. So I used to hit the pavement hard doing that. But at that time, too, I was also a mother, right? I also had a full time job. So
Hmm.
the hustle is real. You know, I have some people like, oh, I seen you, you was mean. I didn't know I was being mean. I was just probably focused on what I came out to do. So I
Yeah.
can go
A
home and
lot
get
of
some go
people
to work in the
take,
morning. You know what I'm
yeah, a
saying?
lot of
Like,
people don't get that. They take it as, see, and my thing is, you think of somebody mean to you because that's your interpretation, your feelings. That's how you feel. But instead of just being understanding, you already assuming too much. You know what I mean? You don't know if that person's toe is hurting while they standing here talking to you, and they
right,
trying to hold it in, but they grinning like mother. Ooh, I don't get to sit down,
right,
boy. Mother. You know what I mean? So, or
right.
they got a Charlie horse going on in their leg, and they standing there talking to you, and they like, oh my God, why this got to happen? Or they gotta pee real bad and they ain't got time to get to that bathroom quick. They trying to wrap it up, and that person might keep talking and talking. He ain't trying to be rude and up, but dog, I gotta go to, you don't want to be rude and say, I gotta go to the bathroom. You don't know what's going through people's mind. You know what I'm saying? So what I would say is just have a little bit of courtesy and empathy, because you never know what's going on with people for real. You don't know. You don't have no idea what people are
Right.
going through. So, and besides, who wants to trigger somebody and then it's an all out shootout? I can't do that, man. I can't even run that fast no more. All right. I'm old. I can't. Hey, nah, bro. Now, don't get me wrong, brother. We'll duck up under some shit and shimmy across like in the military. Like, I'm getting up out of here. Don't get me
We sure
twisted.
are, right. We
For
get out
real,
the way.
hey, bro, hell no. I'm gonna be on that ground going through glass. You gonna be thinking I was in one of the military movies. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Moving. So, um, you know, cause everybody can't Rambo it out with a t-shirt off. You know what I'm saying? For real, nah. And it's getting crazier by the minute. So, nah. Now let me get into this. So with your experience and everything, and all the stuff you've been into. You got, you know, doing your talk shows, doing your sit downs, all that stuff that you've been into. What is the one thing that you find to be your favorite thing that you did? And out of all of that, what was the one thing that was the favorite? Just one. What's your one favorite thing out of all of that?
Wow.
Do, do,
I would
do,
just say, I'm
do.
gonna say this. A highlight for me, you know, because I enjoy every interview. It doesn't matter if it's independent, upcoming, legendaries. A highlight for me was 2 years ago when I was on Rock the Bells cruise,
Mhm.
and I was talking with Nick Cannon, and Nick Cannon was
Okay.
doing a karaoke event. He had his whole team there. They had the whole upper deck of like the Norwegian cruise, and
Now
I
wait a
just
minute, but let me just pause you real quick. He wasn't trying to repopulate with you, was he?
no, I wish,
Okay, good deal.
I
Good
wish.
deal.
I would quit my day job. Are you kidding me? Let's be real. No,
Oh,
I'm only
hell
joking, yeah.
no.
Only joking and not joking. I'm
Woo!
only joking.
Hey.
No, but it was very nice to meet him and his team and the conversation.
Oh my God. Oh, wait a minute.
Like,
Give me a second to recover. Wow.
hear
Give me
it.
1 minute to recover, cause boy, whew. She said, I wish. Oh man,
Only
I can
keeping it real.
understand. That paycheck ain't no joke. He take
Only
care
keeping
of
it real.
everything.
Right.
He
Right.
take care of everything, but damn. All right,
Right.
now I'm good now. Go ahead.
No, but the thing is, I won a contest on the cruise to come up and be a part of Nick Cannon's show. He was like, "You can't do this. You can't do this." I'm like, "What? Give me that ticket."
He ain't know you was
Now,
talking to, did he? Mm-mm.
no. Then I get to my girlfriend. I'm like, "Look, we're gonna go up there. We're gonna do salt and pepper. We're gonna do shoot whatever." The girl, her knees was knocking.
Yo, wait a minute. You got a video of that, don't you?
Yeah, her knees.
I
was
saw
knocking.
it. Hey, yo, y'all rocked it. But you know what? You rocked it more than everybody else, though.
I
You was
got it,
dancing
man. I
around.
was
She
like,
was getting it like,
Right.
you know, I'm like, damn, okay. She wasn't afraid of nothing. She went up there moving them. Here I go, here I go, here I go again. I'm like, wow. Yeah, that was dope. I saw that video, man.
That was a big moment because again, it was so many people. Like I wish you could actually see because the Norwegian on the top is huge. It was so many people. And I
And you
happened to
just
have
looked out and
friends
happened to
in
win that ticket. Wow.
Right.
Wow. What?
And she
So
want to
how?
act like she's scared. I'm like, girl, we going up there. We doing this. I don't care. Like, you
Yeah,
better
you
get
can
it
sit
together.
sit over there and be the background dancer. I got all this.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
this. I got
Wow, man. That so when he said all that, did you got a chance to talk with him? What was it like talking with Mr. Cannon?
He was nice. He's very, very nice. And he had a couple of, I don't know everybody from his team because I really don't watch Wild and Out that much, but
Mhm.
he had, I guess, some of his popular people there with him, but he was so cool. And I had did one verse and I rocked out. He was like, we go into the second verse. I was like, hell no. I was like, no. But he was cool. Like we had a conversation. We took pictures. He did like what you call it, shout outs for me. He did promos for my show
Nice.
and everything.
Nice.
But it's not like I could stand there and really hold him up because it was like a whole lot of people.
Right. I understand. You was able to.
It was a pleasant encounter. I would say that.
Yeah.
It was
That's
pleasant.
what's up, man.
Mhm.
So that sounds like a great thing to have, especially when you get a chance to really talk to an artist. I think
Yeah.
mine was only when I got a chance to interview Trick. He came down here, and everybody else didn't really do. It was a sit down interview, and I guess this is around the time where he was like about to do a record with Cube or something like that. So,
Okay.
I didn't even know who Trick was. I just thought he was a local talent, but he's actually was a major talent, you know what I'm saying, from out of Detroit. And talking with him, and we conversated. So after I got done talking to him and everything, people looking at me like, I can't believe you asked him questions like that. Like y'all was really talking. I said, yeah, why wouldn't you be? Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like they had a problem talking to people. And I'm like, I introduced myself to Scarface. I walked right up to him and talked to him. Like, they human beings just like you and me, but I can understand where they don't want a whole bunch of people coming up talking trash or talking smack or trying to get some kind of angle or whatever. Sometimes they just want to, just saying how you doing, keep the good work going, man. I really like your music. Keep doing what you do and walk off. Some people might even stop you like, oh, bro, what you do? You know what I'm saying? Because they might be in that moment. But at the end of the day, trying to be all over them, you know what I mean? And trying to be all in their face and all that. You don't need to necessarily do that. But some people get starstruck, and I get it. But and that's why some of them be like, nah, man, you need 10 feet, bro, 12 feet. Nah, stay over there. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. And when you get popular and you start blowing up, it's nothing like later down the line, you start seeing how artists become after all that. They like getting tired. They like, nah, man, this stuff get on my nerve. I can't go nowhere. I can't go do this. I can't go do that. All that kind of mess. So it's crazy how that works, when it comes to, being in networks and all that stuff. So now we got a chance to see you interview Jazz O. Definitely got a chance to see you do the interview with Method Man's daughter, along with one of the other cast members from Red Hook. That was a brilliant little thing right there. Plus, you got all these other interviews that you did. Out of those interviews, like how many do you think you've done so far? No, if you could just come up with just any number, how many you think you have done over these years? Because you've been in this for, we ain't talking about 2 years or nothing. You've been at this for some decades here. So how many you think you done accomplished in your career so far?
I can't even count it. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know
That many, huh?
because over the years, like I said, I started with Blog Talk Online, and then I went to
Mm-hmm.
UStream when UStream was out, and I had something made like I had a show called it was Just Give Me the Mic, but we had it structured like in the basement where we had a little couch and we had a booth. So we would have the artists come in, sit down, be interviewed, and they would go in the booth. I had a DJ, a female DJ called DJ Enigma. She used to rock
Okay.
out for me. We used to have live polls. So I can't even imagine all the interviews I had.
Wow. So y'all was the real Rap City down in that
Yeah,
spot,
in the
right?
Bronx,
Okay.
right? Rap City in the Bronx.
Wow.
So
Wow,
so
man.
for Blog
Wow.
Talk, interviewing a whole cast of artists. Then I go to Ustream, a whole cast of artists. And after that, I remember doing 2 locations. I remember doing the Ustream in the Bronx, and then I was down in Lower Manhattan doing interviews with another gentleman on another platform, FLO Radio. So I was doing 2 shows a week down
Mm-hmm.
there. And then I moved to the TV studio where I film now, not far from my house, where we do live TV set interviews and full performances and everything. And now to CityWorld, I could not even begin to tell you how many. I can't. Yeah,
I'm gonna say at least you got to be over 100, at least.
a
At
hundred
least.
interviews.
Yeah, I gotta say at
Way over
least.
100.
I'm
Way
about to
over
say you
100.
got to be
Yeah,
way over because
yeah,
man,
way over
we're
100.
talking some decades here. You've been in this game for a minute, so I
Yeah,
got to believe you done did way because with your catalog of people that you know, I mean, like Rock and all that. I mean, people don't even know half them people that you talk to who are the if you were to say grandmasters of kung fu, these would be the people. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? They if you were
KRS
talking about,
One, Grandmaster
I'm just
Caz,
saying, if you go into
Treacherous
like
3, Fearless 4,
all
like
that, all that,
originated, you know?
all
Yeah.
that, because you in the smack, you right in the middle of it all. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So what is the okay, so let me ask you this. All right. So why do New Yorkers beef borough wise? So while we got Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, I don't even know them all, but at least between Queens, Bronx, and Brooklyn, is it just the I know it got to be different rap styles, of course,
Very, very different.
but then you got Long Island, you got all that. What
Staten
is it
Island,
that Staten? Okay, it did. So
Staten Island, yeah.
my question is, why do everybody beef with each other in terms of the music? And I can understand the neighborhood part. Like any neighborhoods, one neighborhood don't like another, that. But as far as the rap thing and all that, what is it that makes y'all always be the battle? I gotta go battle. I gotta go. It's like y'all got the battle. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a step of approval if you don't get in no battle in time. So how does that work?
Well, that's how hip hop really traveled in New York
Mm-hmm.
back in the days, right? People
Mm-hmm.
thought they was nice on their block. You know, everybody was bigging them up. Oh, they nice, they nice. And they'll hear word of mouth. They hear about somebody in another borough that's hot. Now they feel like they got to travel over there and show them that they hot, you know, that they could beat they hot rappers. So it was male
Wow.
egos. It was filled with male egos. It was based on competition. Like one of the biggest rivals I can think of when I was growing up was when KRS did the Boogie Down Bronx, you know, and then MC Shan in Queens did the, you know, his battle, his version, his take on that. I guess revenge style rap on that. And then
Mm-hmm.
KRS One came back with the Bridge is Over, you know. So I'm saying it was all fun and games. It was about lyricism. It wasn't, you know, even though everybody was hot in their own style. Like I love Queens rappers, even being from the Bronx. I love Nas. I love Mobb Deep. I love LL Cool J, MC Shan. Like I thought they all was dope. Then you go to Brooklyn. You got the Brooklyn heads out there. I love Brooklyn rappers as well. Everybody brought a different element to the gumbo pot. So I think the battle was clean hip hop fun back then. It's like you just proving that you the nicest. You proving that you the best, right? When when
Gotcha.
the rappers first started in New York, it was like Grand Wizard or a Grand Master. You know, their names. You be like, yo, you better live up to your name, man. Don't have me show up and I don't see all
Right.
the razzle dazzle. You
Right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
I want to see
right.
all the razzle dazzle. I want to see dance routines. I want to see
He
glittery
said, damn.
outfits and leather out. I want to see the whole nine.
He
Because
said the
that's what they
dance
was doing back
routines.
then. They had
Right.
dance routines like regular R&B groups, right? They would come out, and then when that didn't work, they started hiring dancers. Big Daddy Kane, Heavy D, and them. They all came out with dancers. They like, look, I just want to rap. I'm gonna get some guys up here to do the show for y'all. So if you notice, there was definitely a transition amongst that. You know, from the guys that first started had dance routines because who did they look at? They looked at, the Gladys
Mm-hmm.
Knights. They looked at those kind of guys that came out and had
True
showroom
that. True,
routines.
true,
So
very
they
true.
kind of mimicked that in their own world. So, and it's transitioned to what it is today. But I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying, it was no real battle. I think it was a lot of fun. And I think every battle was like, every borough was just taking the claim that they the best. And they was ready to prove that they the best, you know?
Right. Right. And I would say that even when I was coming up, and the one thing you had was when they started doing they went from the like the knowledge based type thing, Rock Hills, KRS Ones, things like that, where they was just dropping a lot of science on you. Then it switched up into the kid and play,
They
the
got
the
fun.
dance moves, all that stuff, and
They got
then
fun.
you can't even knock it because they literally took what they would do in R&B back in the day, and Sugar Pie, Honey Bun, all them groups and stuff, and they singing. They took it and put it in rap music, and it worked. It literally worked because people was trying to dress like them. They was trying to wear the pants like them. They was doing the high top fade. I remember the guy had the same high top like Kid did. You know what I'm saying? And you
They
was like,
still wearing high tops to this day. So,
see, and that's what I'm saying. So see,
people still have
it's
high top
just
fades. So,
and it killed me like this a brand new thing because it's not brand new. Like, and I got to think that Kid and much blessings to Kid because I heard about his situation with his health. Much love to him, but when you realize that these dudes set a trend that cats was just like loving all day. It wasn't nobody trying not to go see House Party. It wasn't nobody not trying to go see anything with salt and pepper in it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to try. And Heavy D had to be the one of the most crazy ones because he was a heavy set guy, but the brother can move though. He can move. Yo, man, listen. And don't think Heavy don't got no lyrics because he had lyrics too. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no whack artist. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no.
But them joints he did, all them records he was doing and everything, it just go to tell you how much of an influence black folks had in the music world, period. You know, that other groups, their counterparts, and I'm speaking of the Caucasian counterparts, had their trying to do dance moves, but they were so stiff and not loose with it that they couldn't do it like black folks was doing it. You know what I'm saying?
American
But
Bandstand, not like Soul Train, okay?
no, but I will say this: y'all can hate me for what I'm about to say, and that's fine if you want to. But one white dude I know in particular that did his damnedest and his best was Vanilla Ice.
Oh yeah.
And you could say what you want, but the dude did dance. He made his moves. He did what he had to do. It's unfortunate that his career went the way it did and how it went down and all that, but you can't take away what he accomplished. You know what I'm saying? In his own right. Now, I know everybody got their own mixed opinions about that, and that's fine. But that dude, he still tried his damnedest to keep up and dance and move and all that. But the one icon that I feel that personally I believe just didn't get his. He got his just dues by making his money. Don't get me twisted, but I hated when all the other rappers went against him was MC Hammer. Hammer was like the Michael Jackson of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, it wasn't like I was going around bumping Hammer. He had some nice joints though. Don't get me twisted. Don't get me twisted. Right. I mean, and that's when he went hardcore though. He flipped it and started doing the hard.
I was up here rocking out with Hammer, so I don't.
But when he did the other stuff, and he started getting the Addams Family deal and all that, that brother was working. I mean, he took a broke situation and became a iconic artist. And there is no way you could tell me that y'all can just you dump on him like now, because it's funny that everybody else is doing the same thing that he was doing earlier, and people were hating on him because of that. You know what I mean?
But I respect MC Hammer for the simple fact of he took his people with him. Okay?
That part.
He
that
took,
part.
It looked like
Who
he
got a $250,000
Come on.
payment plan for his staff?
Come on.
250. Them
How can
people
you hate
ate.
on that? Like, come on.
Bro, I would have carried the water bucket.
Like, come on.
I'm just saying. 200. That's $250,000 payroll, bruh. That's what he had, $250,000 payroll.
And he went broke because of it too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And them people didn't even come, like, they didn't even come out. I just felt so bad for him because that was so wrong. You know what I'm saying? On how they did him. So at the end of the day, I was just like, yo, that's crazy.
But
So,
that's what happened. That's just another example that no matter what you want to get into, you really need to research it. Especially when you in the third, fourth, and fifth generation of it, right? You got to pay attention to all the bumps and bruises that the people had before you. Understand you want to put everybody down, and I appreciate that he felt that way, you know, because he could have just went off on his own and did his thing. But that was a lesson learned for him. That's all.
Yeah, true.
All.
And it's just
He
crazy.
brought his people to the biggest award shows, like, and he got recognition. And then on side of it, I heard that MC Hammer was like a real gangster. You know, like I heard people did not mess with MC Hammer.
Yes.
So to know that he had that street credibility, and then you see this man pop locking and dancing with those baggy pants.
I'm saying,
come on now. I mean,
it had the most positive attitude outside of that. Like, and a lot of people just didn't know that, man. He had such a positive attitude. So I would say, at the end of the day, I give much props to Hammer because, man, what he accomplished and did and everything, it's wow. It's just amazing. So moving on from that, before we get ready to get into this other thing we'll talk to you about, where if you had a choice to where you wanted to go and set up a universal like studio for yourself, right? And you wanted to build it, what kind of decor would you put in there? What would you want inside of that studio that will represent you to the fullest?
I think that I would love a room full of lights. Full of light.
Okay, all right.
Even though now I'm in a very mellow space, like my walls is like burnt orange, things like that, because this is my honey cove where I come and just woosah. But I'm saying for a studio, I think brightness, I think lights, color, I think windows where natural light, I think of plants, I think of aromatherapy smells, like good vibes, soft music, like you might have a little counter, a bar with some refreshments, some drinks, a very hospitable place, And then I would have it where I can change the whole mood of the room depending on what mood that I'm in. Like if I want, if I'm feeling giddy or happy, but I'm not as bright, I'll do a little soft pink light, And then if I'm feeling like, it depends on my mood, like a mood type of availability. Yeah, but it would definitely be a place that when you come, you have to hopefully drag yourself out of there. Like, damn, I wish I ain't have nothing else to do today because I want to stay here all day
that
and
part,
kick
just
it,
to just
like
be
that
sitting there like
hospitality type.
and just
Yeah,
soak it all in and feel like
yeah.
you just, you know what I mean? I just always want to ask somebody that like, how would you decorate your studio, with as a
Hmm.
talk show? Because you see a lot of the same old stuff, right? Who knows if it's the same furniture from another set or whatever, but what would you want to make it look like? What would be the appealing thing? Because a lot of people doing the sofa, you know what I'm saying, with the
Yeah,
podcast, all that. And I think it's just too copycatish. You know what I'm saying? What would,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like put your own flavor in it. You know what I mean? So now what I'm going to bring up now, I want to see, I don't know if you heard about this, but so here we have, and I'm bringing this over, y'all. This is what I was talking about earlier. So we have Whoopi Goldberg now named in the Epstein files. What do you think this is? To me, and I'm gonna let you give your opinion on what you think this is about, and then I'm gonna say what I got to say.
But I don't know what happened. So
So basically, they came out. This is a file, one of the Epstein files that they've been
okay,
exposing, and Whoopi's name came up in there.
in what way?
So they're saying that she's a part of the Epstein situation, basically. Now, she did go on the air and defend herself about this. Like, I don't know this dude. I don't know nothing about me and him are not friends. I didn't hang with him, none of that. But it's almost like it's a personal, to me, it feels like it's a personal attack towards her because she's been very vocal about, the president and things like that. But what I'm trying to get to is out of all these people that they could name and they haven't really named that I've seen, all of a sudden hers come up and her name pops out. And then they put up this file and then they show and all this and then they redacted, you see how they got the black marks and all that stuff. As a celebrity, let's say this was you, right? And you feel like this is like, they trying to accuse you of something that you definitely wasn't there. All right. You wasn't there. I mean, how would you feel about that kind of situation when it comes to things like this? Because once it's out there, somebody put it out there, to me, it puts doubts in people's minds, and then you got a problem. Because it's now you got to go back in this day and age, you got to prove your innocence before you are innocent, you know what I'm saying, to be proven guilty. What would be your mechanism in handling this kind of situation?
Well, I think we've already learned, like, from the Bill Cosby, from, look what's happening with Trey Songz now, right? This whole
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z situation with Vlad saying he was bribed. I mean, how much of the news can we really believe at this point?
I'm just saying.
I mean, let's just start there. For Whoopi to say, like, again, I didn't read the backstory, but I did see something in the news about Whoopi and saying something about it on one of her talk shows, but I didn't get the logistics of it. But for
Mm-hmm.
Whoopi to say that she doesn't know the man and for her to be listed, see, just because everybody's in the room, that doesn't mean everybody knows what's going on at all times. I
That
can say
part, right.
I can say that, right? Just because I'm invited to a party, let's just think of Diddy. You ever give me an invitation to the party? I may not know at 1 o'clock. I need to leave. You know what I'm saying? Or I may not know that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or
I'm just
who
coming
knows
to
what's
party.
going on down below in the other rooms? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you upstairs just mingling.
Right.
That
I'm
part.
just coming to party. I know it's Diddy. I respect him. I'm just coming to party. So, like I said, a lot more is going to come out in regards to this Epstein files and all this other stuff. But I just feel when they start releasing documents and they start trying to finger point people, it's always to cover something else up.
Yeah.
9 times
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
10, it's not like we the news and we want the public to know and we reporting real facts and it's rarely is it ever that. And majority of the times, it is definitely to cover up something else. Like, I look at this, it makes me think of the other situations we got going on with Tory Lanez and, Diddy. They say he wanted to buy a liquor company. That's when they want to bring out all your secrets. Now you're saying Whoopi, she was
Right.
being vocal about going
Right.
against it. Now they want to say she was on the Epstein file. Like, come on.
Right. It's just too
Wouldn't you
convenient
make
in a
somebody
way for me.
mad
Right.
in the
Right.
upper room,
Right.
and
Right.
in the gated room? When you make somebody mad up there, then it's like all of a sudden this leaks out and that leaks out and
Mm-hmm.
this leaks out. So, I mean, I can't. People do weird things, man. People do weird things. This industry forces a lot of
Yes.
people to do weird
Yes.
things. It forces
Yes.
people to kind of weigh on their own integrity when it comes to maintaining their lifestyles and their
Mm-hmm.
stardom. So these topics that we see like that online are so layered. And I don't care
Yes.
how many news articles, how many things you may see online about it, you might not ever get to the real truth of the matter. So
Yeah, and
it's hard for me to say, you know what I mean?
that's where I'm at with it. I just feel it's a big distraction at this point because what are okay? So my thing is by us knowing this information, right? And they say the American people need to know. My question is, why do I need to know? What am I going to be able to do against this dude that's dead? One and two. Why are y'all not doing something about it as far as are going? You know what I'm saying? Making an arrest. Y'all arrest people for less with a traffic stop. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about
So
shaping your mind. It's all about
yeah,
shaping your mind, shaping your
yeah.
perception. That's
So where is it? Where is this going to hurt or benefit me when it comes to me learning about Mr. Epstein and what he did? Like he ain't the only dude that was into some crazy stuff. He's just one y'all decided to exploit and let people know about because somehow you're trying to destroy his reputation. And I ain't saying that I'm not a advocate of it. I'm just saying you destroying his reputation. The man was found mysteriously dead in his cell. All of a sudden now y'all saying this and saying that people are pleading the fifth to try to get a deal and exonerate it so they don't tell. I mean, come on, man. Like literally, like how is this helping me though? Because I'm still after all this is said and done, I'm still gonna be broke unless I got, I'm still gonna need food to eat. I still gotta go to the bathroom. I still gotta put gas in my car. Are y'all giving me money for me knowing about all this? That's what I'm saying. I mean, don't get me twisted. Yeah, I would like to know if a meteor is coming into the earth and we might get potentially blown up. That's something that's going to affect all our lives, right? But when we're talking about people doing some old scandalous stuff behind the scenes, y'all been on this for decades. I could tell you some stories.
Like I said, all this stuff comes out when somebody makes another person mad. That's all.
That's it. That's all I've said. So that's why I was going to ask you just to get your insight on how you feel about that.
Yeah.
So,
I don't trust the news. Ever since I was in college, and they said if you want to know what's really going on in the United States, you need to watch news broadcasts from overseas on the United States.
that part,
Anything that you see
yeah,
here,
man.
forget it. It's been saturated. It's been modified.
Yes,
It's been,
yes, yes. It's insane. It's so insane, and unfortunately
media is only used to change our perceptions, to like
yes,
things, to dislike things. It doesn't matter if it's something that's beneficial to your life or not, right?
mm-hmm,
We had
mm-hmm.
all these years, these nights, we got all these old Happy Meal commercials, and let's go to Disney and let's watch all these Disney channels, and you find out
Right,
half the people are pedophiles. You find out that you don't know if
right,
the
man.
hamburger at McDonald's is real
Yeah,
beef,
man.
rat
Yeah,
meat. Like,
man.
come on,
You don't
man. It's
know.
like
I remember they was talking about kangaroo meat and
you
all
know.
this.
I
Like,
seen
come on,
somebody dumping
man.
a rat, skinning it, fried it. Next thing you know, it's in a chicken nugget. What the hell? Like, come on. You've been telling me for years to go get that Happy Meal, and I get that nice little toy inside,
And
right? Now you
you
telling
hook
me
me
I'm
up
eating rat meat. Lord have
eating rat
mercy.
meat. Man, rat meat, possum
I'm
meat.
just saying, it's
I
all
mean,
to shape your
uh,
perception.
I'm
And
just saying,
when they
dog.
decide they want the masses to be against someone, this is the tactics that they use. When they
That's what
decide
I'm
that they
saying.
want the masses to be for something or to promote something, they use different tactics. It's all the
Hmm.
same Just say, use your own opinion when it comes to things, man. There's so many ways you could do research. Don't just look at what's being pushed because they push all this negativity into the algorithm. They
Right.
push it,
All
right? You gotta
day,
go
all
beyond that
day, all
sometimes and really
day,
do
all
research, you
day.
know?
I was shocked when I heard the Snoop Dogg situation with Trump, and now he's like advocating a lot of things that Trump said or doing, and I just was like, okay, I'm not new. That don't strike me new. I mean, it really don't. But if that's the way he feel, that's the way he feel. What I'm gonna do? Go tell Snoop, yo, man, we gonna do a drive-by on you because you decided to flow with this dude. Same thing
How
with your
about Nicki
girl.
Minaj? Yeah.
Nicki Minaj did the same thing. What I supposed to do is sit back and say, hey, Nicki, I'm gonna smack you upside your head because you. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. You had your chance not to vote for him. Okay, you had your chance to come in droves and no, but nobody just everybody's so relaxed and everybody's like, oh nah, this, that, and the third. And the very people that voted for him are the ones that's complaining the most because they're not getting what they were promised to be getting. Okay. So with all that said and done, this is just
Can I
we
just
go.
say this though? Can I just say the simple fact of people are living totally different lives, right? People
Mm-hmm.
are in totally different tax brackets. To some
Yes.
people, politics is not personal. It's who is going to get me the most for my buck. That's it.
Yep. That's
You know what
it.
I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
And,
I've
and I'm
heard that
saying
thousand
for
times.
Nicki
Yes.
Minaj and Snoop, people who are in the millions, I mean that, yeah, in the millions. Yeah, their
Right.
tax bracket is
You
totally
said,
different.
yep.
They not living democratic type lives where they're looking for community benefits and things like that. So I cannot knock them for, or anybody for that matter, for what they feel. That's why your vote is private. You get your little ballot, you go in your little private booth, and you
Mm-hmm.
make your private decision on
Right.
what you want to vote on. Okay, so just because these people are stepping out and being vocal about it, you got to realize their lives are not like us. You know, they are living totally
No.
and tax. And Trump is for saving people with money, helping them keep that money in their pockets.
All day.
Whether he's
All day.
orange, you call him the orange man, whether you call him the blue man, whether you call him the
But it
purple
don't
man.
even matter. Don't even matter.
We talking about black and white, what's on paper. We're talking about
Mm-hmm.
that. That doesn't mean I'm against my people, but guess what? I got my own kids, I got my own family that I gotta feed, I got money that
Yep.
I need to
Yep.
maintain because I'm not always gonna be on stage.
Indeed.
So I have to maintain certain things in my lifestyle. And right
And and
now I fit more into this bracket. You know what I
and
mean?
I would say just to add on to that, if I go break my leg or my leg get broken and I laid up for 6 months, I don't see none of y'all coming around handing me no money to feed my family or do anything. So, like you said, and it goes back to what I was saying earlier, you need to understand, have empathy, man, because you don't know what somebody is going through versus your situation. Stop comparing your situation to somebody else's. Try to live the best life you can with yours. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there ain't some hindrance and some things that's not available for you, but then that's where the power of prayer come in at. You know what I'm saying? And putting your faith in and having faith. I mean, the one thing we don't have is a lot of is faith because of the circumstances we living in. I get that because our mind is trained to think a certain way. But at the same time, just take time out, breathe for a minute. And I know that's not an easy thing to do for everybody, but just for one, maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds, just breathe, dog. It just breathe. Take that moment to breathe. It's so important because for them breaths that you take for that 20 second can change your whole life in just in hours, you know what I'm saying? Or even in them 20 seconds. Just breathe and ask for help. So ask for help. And don't look at it as a timetable. What gotta happen right now? Sometimes it'll just happen while you just sitting there and you don't even know it happened. You know what I'm saying? And you go home and you like, well, where did all this money come from? Or what did this happen? How I get that? We talked about this behind before scenes before. And I'm just saying, it's so important. Faith is and belief is so important. And you got to break your mind from what we've been learning all this time to what you can learn now. You know what I'm saying? And change it. It's not an easy task because emotions are involved. A lot of things are in between, but you can do it. So with that being said, I'm gonna have her on here still. She ain't going nowhere. We done locked her in, you know what I'm saying? But we got the Valentine's Day cartoon that I did. All right. We showed this on Serene's show. We're showing it again here. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into some music. Gonna take a few minutes, take a little break. Everybody go pee, do whatever you gotta go do, you know what I'm saying? Get some Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna come back with the fabulous all day long hot chocolate super fly. You gotta see her on TV.
With my backup dancers. Right.
Hey, man. So we gonna give her a break. So she's been telling us a lot, and then we gonna come back with her in just a few
Can I
minutes.
make one point before we
go? Go ahead. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Stop being so judgmental, y'all, because you don't know. If you was in Nicki Minaj's shoes, if you was in Snoop Dogg's shoes, you don't know what decision you would make.
I'm just
they never
saying
even
true
had
that.
a chance to speak and say what was their thought process, and they don't have to. So just stop being judgmental.
Yes.
And we so fast. We say, oh, this person wrong, that person wrong. Look.
Yes.
You're going to be in that position one day. You're going to want to be understood. You're going to want to be heard. Give some people grace. Give people grace. I know one thing. Nicki Minaj got her residency to live here in the United States. We don't have to be transported no more. You don't know why people do the things that they do, so stop it.
I'm just saying that real talk. We'll
Stop
get
it.
into that problem, man, for real. So we're going to get into this video. We're going to give her a break so she can rest a little bit, and then we're going to come back with Miss Deborah Coco, and then we're going to talk about her new shows and all this stuff. So make sure you stay right here on the RawFusion Show. I'm your boy, DJ Todd. Bladz in the building. So let's get it going. Here we go. He Quit Valentine. I hope y'all like this one.
Yes.
Check this out. Holla back.
Ooh.
Yeah, I clocked out, broke boat, love's on hold. Rust on my arrows, heart turned cold. Now it's me, ain't about the song. Cupid done quick, they commercialize the whole goal. Yeah. Woke up late, wings glue with glitter chunks. Chocolate wrappers, piece of crust left over funk. I used to hustle, love, spread whole round the bay. Now folks treat hearts like Black Friday. They want roses, watches, matching shoes. A love receipt with bonus points too. Used to shoot for feelings, now it's all flex posts. A selfie with a caption, best babe, no ghost. Yeah, I clocked out, broke boat. Love's on hold, rust on my ear. Heart turned cold, now it's me, ain't about the soul. Cupid done quick, they commercialize the whole goal. Tried therapy with Aphrodite, she said, bro, you're fried. Said these people out here want gifts, not pride. They chase diamonds, not devotion, spark. Buy fake petals that glow in the dark. Now I'm selling self-care kits, half-price hugs. Delivering on busy cars with sarcastic shrugs. Overweight angel and Valentine cries. Scrolling TikToks, a love shock flop. If love calls back, better bring receipts. Now heart-shaped boxes from chain store street. So then I'm chilling with a donut halo crown. Cupid off duty, I shut this circus down.
He quit Valentine. He quit Valentine. He quit Valentine.
He quit Valentine. He quit Valentine.
He quit Valentine.
He quit Valentine. He quit Valentine. He quit Valentine. Valentine's.
Watch my shoes when I'm stepping out, and my chain match my ring, baby, pass the crown. Ain't no thing, truck don't bang, can you hear me now? Put some smoke in the sky with me, ain't nobody flies me. I'm the player, you can ride with me. Don't it feel
to the kings and the queens who like to blow the smoke in air. Let's make it clear that we just live in life and we enjoy the finer things within this life. So just sit back, relax as I flow and I rhyme, but don't come with no drama, cause we don't have the time for it. Just let us shine a bit as we recline a bit. Now put the smoke in air and catch a vibe.
Watch my
to this.
shoes when I'm stepping out, and my chain match my ring, baby, pass the crown.
The bravado to match, the tailored slacks, the gangsta ass hat, the snub nose inside the ankle boot of a real one. Damn, she cute, look like she'll shoot and make a mark, run that loop. Ooh, we sipping on that 80 proof. Got me inspired, I might fade that boot. Representing Texas and that boot, yeah. So real, I tell them come on through. When coming down, I might show out too. OG Big Mike, bro, I thought you knew. Recovered eagle who had flew that coupe, pushing coupe, hold the slab, clean ass suit. I feel your hustle, man, I've been there too. Not a thing up under the sun is new. If you evolve, you win. If you don't, you lose.
Watch my shoes when I'm stepping out, and my chain match my ring, baby, pass the crown. Ain't no thing, truck don't bang, can you hear me now? Put some smoke in the sky with me, ain't nobody flies me. I'm the player, you can ride with me.
What it take to make a girl smile? Some simple shit. Miss me with that dumb shit. Can he walk you down the aisle? If he can't, you better run, Tracy
bitch.
Brown, y'all.
You've been away, I've been up and tryna get me back. I don't miss you, big dummy.
I don't fuck with you. Stupid.
Now shame on you.
I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, now it's my time. Nigga, now it's my time.
I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, now it's my time. Nigga, now it's my time.
Boy, it's over with. Your time cut. I done took your shit to your mama's hut. Let her deal with you. Fuck the drama, bruh. Play the field, nigga. Don't pick that cotton up. Now you on my lane, but that ain't moving me, pimp. I was faithful. You was serving community dick. They can hang your ass, cause I don't want your back. Have a bitch popping off like a Corona cat. Fighting your sad chicks. I thought I was your sad kid. I know secrets about your ass I die with. I stashed the cash when you sold them fake fabrics. We was so in love, Bonnie and Clyde shit. Now I gives no fucks, you gets no love. Oh, you miss me, huh? Nigga, so what? I gets busy now, Atlantic City bound. I done moved on, now you feeling silly, clown. Had them hoes talking about me, that's why I left you. Cause you's a basic nigga, really nothing special. I don't fuck with you.
Since you been away, I've been up and happy.
I don't fuck with you.
Since you been away, I ain't thinking about you.
Nah, I don't fuck with you.
Tryna get me back, I don't miss you, big dummy.
I don't fuck with you. Stupid.
Now shame on you.
I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, now it's my time. Nigga, now it's my time.
I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, now it's my time. Nigga, now it's my time.
Now you on my lane, but that ain't moving me, pimp. I was faithful, you was slanging community dick. Community dick. I was faithful, you was slanging community dick. Now you on my line, but that ain't moving me, pimp. I was faithful, you was slanging community dick. Community dick. I was faithful, you was slanging community dick.
Since you've been away, I've been up and happy.
I don't fuck with you.
Since you've been away, I ain't thinking about you.
Nah, I don't fuck with you.
Tryna get me back, I don't miss you, big dummy.
I don't fuck with you. Stupid.
Now shame on you.
I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, now it's my time. Nigga, now it's my time.
I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, I don't fuck with you.
Nigga, now it's my time. Nigga, now it's my time.
Pennies in the tip jar. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them. We ain't worried about them at all. Pennies in the tip jar. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them. We ain't worried about them at all. Watching where I'm walking, I ain't tripping on no small shit. Making sure my team staying fed. Boss shit. When we pull up, they get lost in the sauce quick. Dot, 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 nostalgic. Bring another round, all drinks on me. We gon' party all night till my pockets so neat. We gon' puff 93 when we in the AC. They can try us if they want, but they can't play weak. Hey look, she's so fine, I'ma roll down the window. Born in September, flows colder than the winter. Look me in my eyes, dog, you looking at a winner. 150 for 2 plates is the way we doing dinner. Pennies in the tip jar. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them. We ain't worried about them at all. Pennies in the tip jar. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them. We ain't worried about them at all. Won't say that I'm the baddest or try to trade a role, but I'm in the top 2 and my daddy is getting old. Word to Big Daddy Kane. Life is a game, name, brand, everything. Hashtag fame. Giuseppe's on the couch. We like to walk about. Document the moment, we own it when we step out. Do yourself a favor and please pick up your mouth. Ego's getting bruised, ouch. Oversized clothes tell me they ain't really winning. Facebook simping, cowed in they feelings. Fishing for attention, broke no commission. The fruits of your labor must really be lemons.
Pennies in the tip jar. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them. We ain't worried about them at all. Pennies in the tip jar. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them. We ain't worried about them at all.
Folks getting bold, lames get exposed. Real talk, fam, that's how the game go. Cause people gon' talk and people gon' hate. Keep your head up, never mind what they say. There's no need for stressing, keep counting your blessings. Life is full of lessons, that's my perception. And if we got a problem, we gon' solve it at the root. But please excuse me while we gon' and raise the roof.
Step with me now, step with me now, step with me now, step with me now. Just vibe, 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 just vibe. Rock with me now, rock with me now, rock with me now, rock with me now. Just vibe, just vibe, just vibe, just vibe, just vibe, just vibe, just vibe. Pennies in the tip jar. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them. We ain't worried about them at all. Pennies in the tip jar. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them at all. Small problems, we ain't worried about them. We ain't worried about them at all. You don't know, no. I know you think you know, but you don't really know. We in a foreign land, you need to slow your roll. You may not want to roll, but I'ma tell you though, you better slow your roll, cause you don't really know. I know you think you know, but you don't really know. We in a foreign land, you need to slow your roll. You may not want to roll, but I'ma tell you though, you better slow your roll, cause you don't really know.
It's after dark in the parking lot, we sitting here just chilling. We just flowed in a big show, we just blew up the building. People was just feeling us on everything we spittin'. We took pics with hot chicks and ain't nobody trippin'. We met dudes in beat pools who tried to sell us business by playing beats on phone speaks so we can buy like Christmas. But that stopped when she walked right across our vision. She's certain that she could attract any man's attention. She chose me like ice cream, I'm thinking I'm productive. She talked cool but real smooth, her words were so seductive. We chit-chat and relaxed and talked about our living. She told me she liked things that keep her in her feelings. So I didn't mind those warning signs, my homie kept on hitting. This lady flowed like Everglow, to him I wouldn't listen. So I kept walking and kept talking, she asked me if they're children. I said one, she said none, and we just kept on building.
I know you think you know, but you don't really know. We in a foreign land, you need to slow your roll. You may not want to roll, but I'ma tell you though, you better slow your roll, cause you don't really know. I know you think you know, but you don't really know. We in a foreign land, you need to slow your roll. You may not want to roll, but I'ma tell you though, you better slow your roll, cause you don't really know.
We walking back from talking smack and laughing at each other. We disagree on some things, respecting one another. She talked about the work she does and how she pay her rent. From student loans she paying on and everything she spent. She educated but elevated in every way that fit. 5'9" and so fine, the lady is equipped. No guarantee she into me, I like her conversation. She reserved in certain ways and that's an observation. She real world but stay firm in day-to-day condition, but still dream to own things and bring it to fruition. She like to cook and read books like it's a competition. Her mission plan to keep a man is feeding with nutrition. We talk more and learn more about our own ambition. She told me her family mad cause she had broke tradition. Before I asked what made her mad, my homie said, hey listen, I need a sec to talk to you, excuses for a minute.
I know you think you know, but you don't really know. We in a foreign land, you better slow your roll. You may not want to roll, but I'ma tell you though, you better slow your roll, cause you don't really know. I know you think you know, but you don't really know. We in a foreign land, you better slow your roll. You may not want to roll, but I'ma tell you though, that girl is just a man who keep it on the low, low, low. You don't know, no, no.
Baby, don't leave. Baby, don't leave me. Baby, don't leave me. I only wanna be with you in my life. I only wanna be with you in my life. Usiniache, baby, usiniache. Nataka kuona wewe baby maishani mwangu. Nataka kuona wewe baby maishani mwangu. You know I need you girl, you know I need you. You know I want you girl, you know I want you. You know I love you girl, you know I love you. Nakupenda sana mama. Saa zingine ninawaza sababu ya penzi lako. Saa zingine naropoko nataka uondoke nenda zako. Saa zingine baby, saa zingine mwana wataka kuniacha mama. Nitabaki na nani mimi, nitabaki na nani baby. Usiniache baby, usiniache, usiniache baby, usiniache. I only wanna be with you in my life. I only wanna live with you in my life. I only wanna stay with you in my life. I only wanna be with you, girl. Baby, don't leave me. Baby, don't leave me. I only wanna be with you in my life. I only wanna be with you in my life. Usiniache, baby, usiniache. Nataka kuona wewe baby maishani mwangu. Nataka kuona wewe baby maishani mwangu.
In the night, all the time it's you. You make me fine, turn the lights too. Baby, you're my shining moon. Faking, breaking, placing, heartbreaking. There is the way out of where you place me. I don't need your tune, run to I can't see. Baby, you me far away. We started on a heartbreaking. So look at me now, my heart craving. Look at the stars, I'm lost in space. Whoa. Bad girls to be indoors, doesn't feel the same. Cause it's only you that make me go so crazy.
Baby, don't leave me. Baby, don't leave me. I only wanna be with you in my life. I only wanna be with you in my life. Usiniache, baby, usiniache. Nataka kuona wewe baby maishani mwangu. Nataka kuona wewe baby maishani mwangu.
Man.
hear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help ourselves. Demon shift to the Black North, about to unleash the lies. Divided we stand, so listen up.
Here we go! The country got sick, it came in the storm, and people settled in, thinking it's norm. And it sued into a face, decimating the race. Mankind on the verge of being erased. They first took education, removed the foundation of real people who built this damn nation. In case you didn't know, it's made of me and you. Reshuffle the words, enslave or go. You don't have to be a color to fit in the program. Able bodies are taking the kill for less, fam. I don't know if you get it, but I'm telling you the ill. Whatever you thought you knew isn't real. Your skills don't mean nothing in the plan of attack. You nothing but a casualty, stacked in the back. Loose meat, covered over with bed sheets, giving you first dibs to sit in the dead seats.
Welcome to the DSA, where your life don't mean shit. And if you resist, that's your ass. Here we go.
Welcome to divided states of America, where people get arrested for being in the wrong area. Welcome to divided states of America, where hatred can shoot you down cause it's scared of you. Welcome to divided states of America, where people get arrested for being in the wrong area. Welcome to divided states of America, where hatred can shoot you down cause it's scared of you. The trademark of the land is supposed to be free, but underneath the sugar coating it's all about me. First off, they leading you back to the box, so you would never think they holding the locks. Take your motivation and fry it like an egg and leave you in the place. Watched by the feds, they take you to a house that's all about the music, but what you see in there is sexually abusing. The illusion of being rich, they add to the list. Didn't we hear the story? You wanted the Bible scripts. What more do it take for you to open your eyes before you realize you've been compromised? You better read the paperwork before signing the deal, cause what I'm telling you, bro, gotta hear in the pill. The separation of us is separation of self. Yo, you don't have no allies to give you help.
This is the DSA. You still haven't learned your lesson? We're not playing with you. Keep running your mouth. See what happens.
Welcome to divided states of America, where hate crimes go unpunished in your area. Welcome to divided states of America, where color insert in trials may bury you. Welcome to divided states of America, where hate crimes go unpunished in your area. Welcome to divided states of America, where color insert in trials may bury you. Let us go. Let us go. Let us go. Oh yeah, you know you old live TV. They watch you everywhere, even taking the beat. They working on your heart to make you equal in the street. Meanwhile, taking all the means for you to eat. How they gonna keep peace by invading the land? They call people crazy, cause they taking the stand. It's like going in your house, saying get out, after you pay for it through your bank account. All over the nation, self-annihilation. While people on vacation, they train for mutilation. Concentrated hatred, focused abomination. Now you understand why they take the education. Anti-American for finding the truth. You need to go to God to refresh the fruit. This knowledge ain't in college, you can see it with your eyes. Too bad you're blind, cause you're focused on the lies.
Welcome to the DSA, where your life don't mean shit. And if you resist, that's your ass.
Here we go. Welcome to the United States of America. Welcome to the United States of America. Let us go to the United States of America. Let us go to the United States of America. Welcome to the United States of America. Welcome to the United States of America. Yeah, let us go.
Hey, it's starting. Saturday wake up
They all
call.
pretty, looks like they shook off the work I've done. Let them stare, 'cause they gon' see me shining everywhere from the work I've done. Speak to the spectators, here they come. It's the ones that next to you playing you dumb. People who detest your business climb, 'cause they like to be bow wow, wasting your time. Closer than the rest.
CityWorld Media, voices that move the culture from my city to your world. If you don't have Black North on vinyl, you're missing a piece of hip hop power.
Hey everybody, this is your girl Deborah Coco of Just Give Me the Mic. And I have some important news to let y'all know because on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. you can catch the show live and direct on CityWorld Media. I'm so happy to come through with my friends and my team. We got good vibes, good music, and all that. But I need you to tune in and check it out. Make sure you go to www.cityworldmedia.com at 7 and see what Just Give Me the Mic is all about, y'all. I can't wait to meet you. See you soon.
You're tuned to that raw sound, everybody let go. Let go, everybody let go. Hands up, feel the bass shake floors when it blows. Let go, everybody let go. Midweek, no sleep, we stay ready for the show. Let go, everybody let go. It's that raw fusion, yeah, you already know.
All right, we are back. Yes, that was a long break. I don't care, but I had to go pee. Now, let's take that. Anyway, we back in it again. You know what I'm saying? We got the lovely, here she is, Miss Deborah Coco. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get down to some brass things here. First off, now we done talked about a little bit of your history and a lot of things about what was your favorite things, you know, little things about some little side notes and stuff like that that had to go on with other celebrities. What was your weirdest interview that you ever had? Without saying names, we're not going to say no names, but what was the weirdest thing about the interview when you did it?
My weirdest interview was with somebody that I was always anxious to meet in the game. And when I stepped up to do the interview, I mean, I could say the name. I could say the name because everybody
Okay.
knows, but it was Method Man and Redman, you know. And when I
Okay.
them two, the energy was crazy. It was after a show. They were so hyped up. It was like so many, it was so crowded. It was so many people around. And it was just hard to like snatch them out of what they were doing to do
Right.
the interview. So by time they came to me to do the interview, my mind went blank. I was just like so caught up in the rapture, so to speak.
I
My
understand.
mind went blank. And I was like, what do you ask these guys? Like, you know, they've been in the game for a while. They've been asked every question under sun, you know, and, you know, everybody around us is all fired up. Everybody smoking, everybody. So
Yes.
it was like, what do you ask them to? So, and I just was so thankful because when I was standing there, I don't know if Method Man sensed that I was nervous, but he grabbed the mic and then we started singing a Force MD song. And that was the interview. We sang the whole song, and the Force MDs was behind.
Wow.
Force MDs stepped up and they joined in the harmony with me and Method Man. So
Wow. Wow.
crazy.
That's
So
a
crazy.
story
And I
for
was
you
so
right
thankful.
there.
I could not have asked him anything. My mind was blank.
So he basically saved you on that one.
Yes,
Okay,
he
I got
did.
you.
You don't
Wow,
know.
that's crazy.
Matter of fact, I told him the next time I saw him, and he just laughed. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry you got nervous." I was like, "But look, I'm glad you can sing because we did a nice harmony." Okay, so it worked out good. Yeah, it worked out good.
I feel that, man. I feel that. Oh man, that's crazy. You do get kind of, it ain't so much you starstruck, you just kind of go blank. Like when you take a test or something, you like, I know I studied for this, but it's like your mind is on overload and it needs the chance to reboot or something. You know what I'm
But
saying?
it's a different kind of element when you are out at stadiums and
Hmm.
shows because it's not like you just catching whoever you run into. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's not like you may know all their background, all their history, but just in the
Hmm.
hype of the moment, right? It's like now I
Right.
finally got your attention. Okay, you don't want to ask a stupid question, right? You want to
That,
ask something
yes.
that's engaging. So I'm saying, depending upon what's happening around you, you just got to be quick on your feet. You got to be able to come up
Yes.
with something
Yes.
because you want them to give a good answer. You don't want them to turn around and look at you like that's all you got. You know what I'm saying? You want it to sound good. So
Yeah.
those can be
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
different than having a sit down that you're prepared for. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Because, man, it can go so left. Because, you know what I'm saying? You said something you ain't mean to say, and it can go so left so quickly. So I definitely understand where you're coming from on that. So now, were you when you was doing all this in the media and everything, um, what you feel like was maybe the first starting out was the hardest thing, the first obstacle that was the hardest thing to overcome? What was like the first thing that was really tough to overcome?
But I would say that when you're first coming out, it's just getting access.
Mm-hmm.
Access. It may be big shows with big name people, and you want to get media access. A lot of times it's hard to get that because you have all of these main companies, that's been out for a long time. Like, you might not feel like they may not have heard of your media company before. You have to show credentials, you have to show that
Mm-hmm.
you've been in the game and that you're respected because they just don't give access to anybody to come
Right.
back there to be talking to mainstream artists because they feel like some promoters feel some type of way about that because they don't want their guests or their artists to be harassed. They want to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that all their artists are comfortable. They don't need to take a chance on somebody coming out there being a true fan and just acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you said, situations can go left where it could look negatively on your event. So it's a lot of things that you have to have in place, but without the access, you can't get those trending hot interviews sometimes. And that's important when you're first coming out that you can get
Okay.
access to certain artists. So I think that was a challenge in the beginning. But as I
Mm-hmm.
started getting out there more and more, and people started seeing me more and more, and things like that, people be like, oh, then people started asking me to come out. Can you come out and cover this event? So it
Gotcha.
does change, but you do have to put in work and you do have to get that acknowledgement and the respect for some doors to open up for you.
Got you. So
Mhm.
now, with that being said, I know it's a lot of people out there that's just definitely, you know, looking to, get into the game like how you are right now. Uh, what is it that you feel at this point now that people, especially young entrepreneurs coming into it, do you feel is they need to understand? What is the one thing you feel like they need to understand in terms of coming into the game now, based upon your experience, based upon the things you have seen, things like that? What would be some key notes or key advice that you would give them that would be essential to their growth in this kind of field?
I would say hold on to what is unique to you. Don't come out the gate trying to copy people and do what may work for somebody else because that may not work for you. Try to
Right.
create your own identity, try to create your own lane. I know it looks crowded, and I know there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people that may be doing what you're doing or what you're interested in doing, but don't focus on that. Focus on what you're bringing to the game. Focus on what message you want to give out, how you want your show to be perceived, and how you want to do your own thing. Just hold tight to your own identity and be consistent with it. Let people
Right.
know that it's not just a fad. You're not just out here trying to gain attention or notoriety and things like that. If you want to be taken seriously, take it seriously and brand yourself properly. Do your research. I know a lot of people don't go to school now because everything is available on YouTube. But when I first started, I went to school for mass communications. You don't have to do that today. You can go online and still study and research. If there's anything you need to improve on, if you want to talk about hot topics and things like that, stop watching other people that are doing it, but not to copy their style, but just to see how the flow goes. I think internships are very important too. If there's somebody that you like and they're in your neighborhood, you can reach out to them as well and see if you can do an internship with them to get the inside out of what's going on before you hit the industry. Like I did an internship at a record label. I wanted to know how music was distributed and things like that. Where we could go. I did an internship at BET. I was on the one
Mm-hmm.
Park Show. I wanted to know what are the deadlines, how it is for prepping your crowd, how it is preparing for a show, post production and pre production. So I got hands on experience working with some of the great people at BET. I worked at Channel
Nice.
15. I learned about sales, how to promote, how to get sponsors, how to get people to pay for your shows for funding so everything doesn't have to come out of your pocket. So I'm saying I took the steps to do that because I didn't have all of this available to me
Mm-hmm.
as it is available today, but I did take the time. That's what I'm trying to say. I knew it was something that I wanted to do. I took the time to spend a couple of months here, a couple of months there, a couple of months here to learn what I needed to learn. Today, you just got to go on YouTube, type it in, chat GPT, type it in.
I'm saying,
You know
boy,
what I'm saying? You get
we
full
ain't had none of them
everything.
resources,
So
bruh. You had to go to the library half the time just to. I mean, computers was just like slow, crazy. You man, listen.
Windows 7, you know what I'm saying?
I'm s-
Windows 4. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man, and then when Windows get one of those viruses. Oh my god, man. And you lose all that data.
there was no StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? There was
Did we
no,
had no man, we was still using house phones and you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? The cell
yeah.
phones was like you only got about what 20 minutes on a card on a cell phone. It was useless to even have because you're gonna talk longer than that. So your minutes ran out so fast, they was getting cats too with that though. You know what I'm saying? They
I
was
found
getting
my
you.
beeper the other day. Remember beepers? Oh Lord.
Oh,
I had to
bruh.
go find a payphone to call you back or
Yo, that
the
need to be in a
payphone.
museum somewhere right
Right,
now. That
right. I
and
still
the
got
two
my beeper. That's
way,
crazy.
y'all was crazy on them two ways though, boy.
Yeah.
That two way was crazy. I mean, came in all kind of colors. Everybody wanted to style it up, put the jewels on it, and man, listen, I gotta say when the cellular thing hit, it was like, what the freak? Everybody thought that you had to be somebody with a cell phone pages, all that. All that was just, hey man, they're
You
gonna
had
tell
that.
you
You was balling. Like you was
you
considered
was the
in the in
truth.
crowd. You know what I
I'm
mean? So,
saying, man, we had dudes in high school wearing chinchilla coats, man. Oh my god, like whatever you seen in hip hop then, them dudes had it on, and you knew that they came from a certain kind of funding. And we not gonna say, but we all know. Um, and they had it. I didn't have that, bro. I was no, nah, bro. My mom wasn't on that. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
I had dudes coming to school in mink fur coats, rabbit coats. Like we talking about cats. It's like 17, 16 years old, bruh, coming to high school with minks on. Like like the pimp, the young pimps coming in, and then they wasn't even pimping right. That's the sad part. They didn't know how to pimp anyway, right?
Right.
Everybody knew how to get pregnant, but they sure didn't know how to pimp. It was just them times was just one of them times, you want to just throw it right over there in the trash, like,
It was
see you
fun.
later.
It was fun.
I didn't have too much. I had fun, but I didn't have fun. You feel what I'm saying? But I will say this: it definitely was a learning lesson. You know what I mean? But we didn't have all the gear you know, like y'all had access to. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all right there. It's right there in front of your face. So a lot of times you didn't know that a lot of people was going up to New York to get the clothes to bring it back here to sell it. You know what I mean? Like most people do.
Mhm.
And to this day, I still haven't been up there, been wanting to go up there and just shop, right? But everybody I talked to from New York, oh, you gotta go here, you gotta go there. Nobody. Then I asked somebody, should they do a tour for me? Like, tell me where to go. None of that. Never happened. It's all good. It'll come eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We might have to get Coco to you know what I'm
Be a
saying,
tour.
give a tour. You know, at least I know I'll be
Some
safe with her.
places.
I know I'll be safe with her because she ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't even talk like what, like she ain't no sweetness to that. Like, she's sweet, but she ain't gonna be
Yeah,
sweet.
I'm
Like, you know
sweet.
what I mean?
Yeah, but I ain't
It's
naive or
like
crazy.
it's like the Killer Bee situation. You know, a bee gonna be cool when you don't come in his habitat trying to mess around. You feel me?
Yes.
That's a different story. So yeah. So now with all that said, what do you think of the future now and how we got now? We got on that. The technology is definitely advanced. It's still advancing to this day. How do you see media now as far as technology wise? Because look, we're on a platform right now that we definitely we never had back in the day. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? There were, I will say, even as a young man during that time, we did have public access, but it was a certain degree of what you can show on public access. You know what I'm saying? So where do you see media going moving forward, and with all the technology and the advancements that's happening, how do you see it and where do you see it becoming in the future?
I just think it's a free for all. I think that people are waking up and they're realizing that their voices is just as important as anybody else, and they have something that they want to say. I think we're going to see an influx of more and more people doing podcasts, doing media,
Mm-hmm.
sharing their opinions, highlighting other people, sharing stories. And I mean, I've seen it to becoming so popular as far as people sharing trauma now online. You never really saw that before.
Wow. Yes, you ain't lying.
You
Yes,
got a lot of
absolutely.
story times, people that just want to get their story out, everyday stories, trying to help other people. So I think media is really being incorporated into a lot of different things now, not just music, not just
Mm-hmm.
artists, not just it's everyday life now. People are talking about if somebody hit me with something, I'm gonna tell the world about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
we're
All that.
waking up
Yeah.
to that fact that we have our voices and that we have platforms and mediums where we can be heard. It costs nothing to start a YouTube channel, so you can easily start that with an email and get your stuff started.
Yep.
Programs like, the one that you use,
Mm-hmm.
StreamYards, things like that, are just helping people just get a little subscription and you good.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And now let me ask you this. We have been seeing in a lot of media now, especially with guys doing this, where they're walking into neighborhoods saying crazy stuff to people just to get shock factor videos, right?
Right, right.
But then we also see where guys are trying to holler at younger women in certain cities, certain towns, and they've got these nice ass cars and they want to do what is called gold digger thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of
I've seen that.
different different aspects of that with different guys. One of the guys actually from here who does that. He got the long dreads and whatnot. He's from here and he does it.
Okay.
Do you think that? Let me ask you, what is your opinion on that? Because I mean, to me, I feel like it's over exaggerated, and at the same time, you need to stop because you're walking up on people out of nowhere and you don't know what you might be getting yourself into. There has been some physical altercations, you know what I'm saying? Because these cats are doing that. Not more so with the even with the gold digger thing. You know, a lot of women refused to get out the car, they was cussing them out, whatever the situation may be. But a lot of these dudes is walking up to people and talking this craziness, especially in neighborhoods in California they doing this in. What do you think, man? Is that something that just too much, as it were, or how you feel about those type of videos and those type of shows?
I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it as far as I'm just saying that's just what is happening. It's just happening because people want to be noticed. People are willing to do anything to stand out, to get
Mm-hmm.
noticed, to get likes, to get hit, to get income, to get monetized. That's all it's for. I mean, it's,
Yeah,
it's only so they can get monetized and the shock factor and get popular. And like I said, this online media platform is opening the door for a lot of different ways for people to get noticed, to be seen, to make
yes.
money, to
Okay.
have income. So I cannot say. I mean, I may not agree with it, but who's to say that they didn't talk to these people in advance? Who's to say that they don't have security? Like I
True.
don't really know how
True.
everybody is doing what they do. I seen a young lady walking up to people, get off your phone. Like I need to know, like stuff like that. Hey, you got to just be accountable for what you do. You walk up to people like that, you catch a bad one, that's on you, right?
Yeah,
So I'm saying you got
true
to be
that.
willing to handle whatever comes your way if that's what you want to do to people. But
Right.
that's how the energy and the climate right now is causing people to do things like that and step out of the box, right?
Right.
To be seen. Now, some people, things like that have opened up doorways for acting opportunities, other things like that. I don't think people
That
want to do
too.
that
Yeah.
forever.
That's
I don't
yes.
think that's something they want to do forever, but they figuring, hey, some people are comedics, right? They do
Mm-hmm.
things like that because that's a part of their comedy. That's a part of their expression. Now, when
Right.
you offended people and things like that, it could be seen as taking it too far. But look at the amount of hits that people get from things like that. People are getting
Mm-hmm.
popular from posting other people fight nowadays. Like, who would think that you
Man,
would
and
show
that's
girls,
wow.
girls
Yes.
fighting, and you would be getting 20,000 likes? So the way the
Right.
culture is moving right now is just like, damn, what are we really entertained by? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. 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 I
what are
just
we
saw that.
really? We are literally
Yeah.
sitting down, putting in hours watching things that I wouldn't even want to stand and watch in the street. Like I wouldn't want
Yeah.
to stand and watch. People pull out your phones now when people are getting beat up instead of helping them. I'm like,
Yeah.
people are recording. Oh, you crazy? But why are you recording it? Why are you
Yeah.
not?
I'm just
Why are
saying.
you
And
not trying to
then
get somebody to help? But this is where we're at today. Tune
yes.
in, like what I'm
Yes.
doing, share what I'm
Yes.
doing, whether it's good or bad. So I
Yes.
don't have no opinion of it. I try not to partake in it. I'm not going to say I have not sat there and watched it myself and thought it might have been funny or it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't funny. I'm not going to say that because I have, but I'm not going to spend hours on it. I'm not going to, drag it out. But the desperation to be seen. I feel like it's a sense of desperation from some people. It's a
Man.
sense of trying to find your way, trying to find your lane. And there's some people, they find it to be funny and that's what they want to do. So to each his own. I'm not knocking nobody for however you do what you do. Just make sure you're safe. Make sure the people around you are safe. Make sure that everybody's safe. That's all I can say. You know?
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. I'm gonna send a shout out to a lady who's been keeping up with us, Queen Kiki. She got Queen
Queen
Kiki Media,
Kiki.
you know what I'm saying, mogul, and she's got a new little show that's gonna be dropping here. I think she's doing it every Sunday, 4 p.m. to 5:45 p.m. Look who's talking. So make sure y'all tune into that. It's on the Microsoft Teams network. So we just want to show a little love to her because she's been down from day one, just letting me, you know what I'm saying, getting that, just watching the show, giving her opinions on things. Definitely been showing us some support. So I just want to put that out there for her. So, in honor of coming into the last weeks of our Black History Month, we have I may have showed this before. I'm not sure, probably in earlier shows, but we're gonna rerun it again. And I'm gonna let Coco watch this because I don't know. I think I ran this before she came into the fold, but this is a very enlightened one because it is crazy and it definitely gonna make you be like, what? And this is done by my man Charm. Shout out to Charmlin, aka CJ. This man does his research. Everything you see, he's gonna give you references on where he found the information, everything in the video. So we're gonna watch this real quick, and then we're gonna come right back to with Miss Coco. All right. Man, look at her. She was killing me.
Right. That's
You
New
better
York
know.
flavor.
You better know.
Right.
You better
Right.
know. That part, right? All right, let's get to this, and we'll be right back after this, y'all.
The following copyrighted material is presented under the provisions of fair use, all rights reserved where applicable.
The Black Madonna Suite.
We're gonna get on down now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is a journey into history.
1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four.
This is a journey into history.
From childhood, we've been told countless times that these specific images are the unquestionable likeness of the Madonna and her son. Most attempts to question this have been met with resistance or ignorance. Are these images accurate? Several centuries of evidence shows otherwise. 6/25/1988, PBS, The Bill Moyer Show. Late comparative mythologist, lecturer, and writer Joseph Campbell proclaims the antique model for the Madonna actually is Isis with Horus at her breast. 1833, Godfrey Higgins, English historian, writes the following in his monumental work, Anacalypsis, Volume 1, pages 138 to 139. In all the Romish countries of Europe, the god Christ, as well as his mother, are described in their old pictures and statues to be black. The Romish priests, they have endeavored to disguise the fact by pretending that the child had become black by the smoke of the candles. How came the candles not to blacken the white of the eyes, the teeth, and the shirt? Their real blackness is not to be questioned for a moment. Several other European historians and clergy, such as Gerald Massey, T.W. Doane, Kelsey Graves, Conyers Middleton, and Albert Churchward would say the exact same thing. As stated before, the European Madonna, also called the Virgin Mary, has its origins in the goddess Aset and her son Heru, known as Isis and Horus in the Greek language. In the book Black Women in Antiquity, Donita Red tells how Aset and Heru were not only worshipped in Africa, but that this worship had spread over most of the Western world at that time. After the Greeks and Romans turned Egypt into a Greco-Roman territory from 323 BC onwards, they co-opted the worship of Aset and adapted it to their own standards, even depicting many of their own Greek and Roman goddesses with African features and dark skin, as shown here and here. Soon, a foreign religion that came to be called Christianity began to spread across Europe. As it did, disagreements arose, resulting in several conferences devised to decide the official ground rules. Simultaneously, images began to appear, especially not long after the Council of Ephesus in 431 AD, where the Virgin Mary was declared as the Mother of God. Donita Red says, in ancient Constantinople, there lived a painter named Luke. Known as Holy Luke because of his pious nature, he spent most of his life painting pictures of the Virgin Mary. Accounts of these early portraits of the Virgin Mary mention that she was depicted with dark skin and Ethiopian facial features. She also speaks about how multitudes came to worship this image, which is something that still happens today, but in a private manner. Here is a picture of Pope John Paul II bowing to a black Madonna in Poland, which is also done by many popes today. January 730 AD, the iconoclasm. Byzantine Emperor Leo III issues an edict ordering the destruction of religious icons. Many of the black Madonnas are destroyed. However, many were hidden, and several still exist all over Europe today. British psychic and author Cassandra Eason states, "The Black Madonna is the hidden secret in the heart of Catholicism, the old, often demonized pagan goddess. In some cases, Black Madonnas are the oldest of statues." Cassandra also states that the majority of them are in France. Italian Joseph Sciorra tells of a storefront Black Madonna chapel built by Sicilian immigrants in Manhattan. He quotes an Abbot Spitaleri who stated in 1751 that the exceedingly miraculous image of the Most Holy Mary, who with marvelous portent came from Africa. BlackHistoryFactorFiction.com states there are about 400 to 500 Black Madonnas in Europe. There are also several places here in the United States with Black Madonnas. Now, after seeing all these instances of Black Madonnas, as well as the multitudes of people worshiping them, why is this one still considered unquestionable? Let's go back again to medieval Europe. During this time, the Roman Catholic Church had taken control of Christianity and much of Europe itself. In Florence, Italy, there were several influential and powerful families and artists who began to paint biblical personalities in the likeness of their friends and family members. The Florentine.net speaks of an Italian monk named Fra Filippo Lippi, saying Lippi, then 50 years old, encountered Lucrezia Butti. He immediately fell in love with the beautiful young Florentine nun. He convinced the Mother Superior of Santa Margherita to allow Lucrezia to model as the Virgin Mary for another commission he was painting. Here's a picture from the National Gallery of Art saying the exact same thing from 1440. There were also several powerful families in Florence. One of these families was the Medici, another were the Borgias. Painter Sandro Botticelli's 1480 painting, Madonna del Magnificat, shows the Virgin Mary modeled by Piero de' Medici's wife, Lucrezia Turnabuni, and her daughter, Lucrezia de' Medici, as the baby Jesus. Lucrezia Borgia and her brother Caesar were used as models for the Virgin Mary and Jesus, as shown in these pictures from various sources from the late 1400s to early 1500s. See the obvious similarities? Some still may be saying, what's wrong with using these pictures? Let's connect the dots. Number one, the Borgia family was used literally as an inspiration for a high-grossing crime epic and top-selling 1972 film. What film was it? The Godfather. Reformation.org, quoting page 371 of the book The Family by Mario Puzo, says Mario was fascinated with Renaissance Italy and especially with the Borgia family. He swore that they were the original crime family and that their adventures were much more treacherous than any of the stories he ever told. Number two, Rodrigo Borgia, aka Pope Alexander VI, drafts Inter Caetera in 1493 with such phrases as, the Christian religion be exalted and be everywhere increased, and that barbarous nations be overthrown and brought to the faith itself. A debate raged on afterwards between those for and against slavery. 1537, not all popes were pro-slavery. One example of some anti-slavery popes, Pope Paul III issues Sublimis Deus, a decree that while recognizing the humanity of those called Indians, did little to stop the brutal colonization of them. However, there was not much of a debate at all concerning another group. 1564, John Hawkins, considered the pioneer of the English slave trade, sails to West Africa in one of Queen Elizabeth's personal ships. What was the ship called? The Jesus of Lubeck. He also had this coat of arms on the ship. With all the brutal conquest that was going on at that time, especially as European images of Mary and Jesus began to proliferate, it is not out of place to suspect that their use was deliberately employed to subjugate thousands of people. Images themselves aren't necessarily good or bad. It's the history and psychological context, intent, and effect of them that should be questioned and understood, especially since we're taught these things subliminally in our early years. Why do I say that? Let's go back to 1939. Psychologist Kenneth and Mamie Clark gather some black children between the ages of 6 and 9, present them several times with both white and black dolls, ask them 7 pertinent questions about the dolls, and then finally ask the children to pick a doll. Most of the children picked the white dolls. Repeatedly, the children said the black dolls were quote-unquote bad and picked the white ones as they were quote-unquote prettier and nicer. 2005, Kiri Davis, a young black woman filmmaker, does an updated version of the test in her short film A Girl Like Me. Sadly, the results were the same. 2009, Good Morning America does the test again. The black boy said both dolls were pretty, but the black girl said the white one was the pretty one. This mindset, subliminally taught to most of us in childhood, as previously shown, persists through adulthood in many. Another example, Dr. Yosef A.A. Ben-Yakinen in his book, Are Black Seminarians and Black Clergy Without a Black Theology? Dr. Ben, as he is known, tells how the late Reverend James Holloman put up a black Madonna and installed an African-centered theological library in a church basement, only to be met with harsh treatment and people leaving the church. Sadly, Reverend Holloman died of a massive cerebral hemorrhage. I leave you all with this. Whatever it is you believe in, seek and understand the origins, history, and developmental context within which it developed, and above all, do not stop searching for the truth. Thank you for watching episode 2 of Critical Eye Sundial, brought to you by CityWorld, from my city to your world. Viewers are always encouraged to log on to pivico.com as well as the following for more information.
This is a journey
again. Turn it up. Get RAW with DJ Todd D. Bladz. Only on CityWorld Media's ONAIR.
CityWorld Media. Voices that move the culture. From my city to your world.
All right, we are back, and we back with my homegirl, Miss Deborah Coco. Miss Deborah Coco. She's that girl, Miss Deborah Coco. Yo, so what you think of that, Miss Deborah? What's your opinion on that? That's my man Charm. We did that some years ago, and that's when City World was in its infancy, or I'm gonna say in its toddler years, when we just putting it together, doing a lot of different aspects. What did you gather from all that?
That's an hour
Silence.
show. That's an hour show.
Oh yeah,
That's
definitely.
that video is a show on its own. Like you cannot.
Yes.
It's so many different things to unpack when it comes to that. Like every
Mm-hmm.
screen introduced a different element. So unless you got another hour or two to do the show, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
it's really a
Exactly.
lot. I mean,
And
that goes
he.
back to what we were saying in the beginning of the show. It's the
Mm-hmm.
things that you're being fed through the media
Yes.
and the things that we've been fed as children. We talked about in the beginning when we first got on this talk about how the media changes your perception, and that is
Mm-hmm.
just unveiling some of the ways that that was done. To that was on a worldwide scale.
Yes.
People actually got killed based on what they believe. We already know that in history.
True that. True.
Okay, people. So this just confirms a lot of things that we read about in history books growing up. A lot of things that I mean, it may be freshly introduced to some people who've never seen it before. But if you've
Mm-hmm.
watched things online, I've heard different information regarding this. I mean, I grew up. I had different religious groups in my area, Muslims, Israelites,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
five percenters. We've
Mm-hmm.
grew up as part coming up in the hip hop culture. We've also come across people, that call themselves gods and kings, and not just
Right.
kings, but
Right.
gods, opposites type of thing. So these are things that we've been hearing about, growing up. And certain people did go behind the scenes and investigate more. You know, we got the Masons. We have so many different organizations that are private, but you can still get information from, and
Right.
it touches on those topics. But again, it's really nothing new that as far as for me, because I've seen a lot of it. I've seen those tests where people would have the white baby doll and the black baby doll, and which
Mm-hmm.
doll was being gravitated more towards. I've seen elements about the Madonna, you know, the Black
Yes.
Madonna,
Yes.
the Black Jesus. I've actually seen those different things. Religious can be a very, very religion and beliefs can be a very touchy subject, but
Yes.
I do,
Absolutely.
but I know in honor of Black History Month, that's something good to show. And whether it's
Mm-hmm.
controversial or not, whether it's another perception, it's another reality, and it needs to be told just like any other story. And it does affect us because it just confirms it's another example of how constant repetition, lack of
Mm-hmm.
information,
Mm-hmm.
constant visuals, constant things like that through all sources, media, religion, school system, um,
Yes.
everything is all
Yes.
connected together to make us believe and grow up with these certain biases and unbiased opinions and behaviors. So I mean, it was deep. It was deep. It was a deep video. Like I said, it talked about a lot, and it's not just the United States. It talked about different elements all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, so that is something that definitely needs to be unpacked. I can't give you like a full
No, that's cool. That,
opinion.
that was good enough. That was good
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah. I,
it's
I
my
just wanted to kind of
taking
get
it.
your reaction on how, affect you when you saw it, because a lot of people don't know there's a lot of things that has been invented by African American, uh, a lot of things that's been subsequently blacked out, because people saying nah, they ain't do this, they ain't do that, and we don't know that it actually a lot of things that we use today especially in the medical field that is being used today was literally made by black people, right? So we get it shocked me when I looked at the list. It wasn't just no like maybe 20, 30 people on that list of inventors. When you go look at that list of how much, just you could just Google it and just ask how many things that black folks created, you're going to be turning some pages, dog. I mean, a lot of pages, because it's so much stuff that you wouldn't even believe that has been invented by black people. Okay.
Honestly speaking, I give us the credit for majority of the things that
Yeah. I
we had our
mean,
hand in almost every new development technology,
yes,
whether it's through medicine, whether
yes,
it's through the way we live our lives. Like so much of us has been stolen, replicated, and somebody else's
and
name
passed off.
stamped on it. This is all the way for
Yes.
years, for years. If you know anything about yourself, you should know
Yes.
it's that much.
Man, you be saying,
Tyler Perry and some of these other people. I can't even say Tyler Perry, but I've
mhm,
seen movies where we talk about people with the ladies that had to do with the astronauts and coming up with
yes,
codes for people. I mean, if you
yes,
just think as a whole, we have been
yes.
bamboozled all the way from down to the milk that we drink when we come
I'm
out the womb.
saying,
If we're
dog.
not being breastfed, like let's stop it.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like, come
right,
on,
right. I
come on.
mean, it wasn't no white milk they was drinking. I'm
I'm
just
just saying.
saying.
I'm just
They
saying.
kids was drinking chocolate milk. You catch my drift, for real. Real
I
talk.
would reverse it to the fact that there is very little things that we have
Hmm.
not had a part in creating. And I'll put it like that. It's
Yeah.
more of the majority than the minority, to tell you the truth.
Yes,
Just like
absolutely.
we're considered the minority, we are the majority. Like I don't understand the whole way we think about that. Like I said,
Yeah.
that's where
Yes.
you're gonna get me mad now. I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come
No,
back.
no, no. You don't just
Come
nah,
back
that's
with
real
my afro
talk.
on. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, come back. I'm gonna have to tell you. I'll
I
be
ain't
right
mad
back.
though, but that just like that when I first saw this, and when he put it together, I mean the man need to be a professor, because I always tell him that he should have been a professor at a college, because his intelligence is impeccable. Um and he backs it up with solid information and solid things that you otherwise wouldn't even be looking for. So he gives you the references. He tells you where it's at, but he ain't the only one that does it. But I'm just particularly talking about him because I know him. But what got me was that one. But the one that really got me besides that one was when I found out how PlayStation, Nintendo, Atari, and all ColecoVision, yeah, I'm showing my age, y'all, um, were made based off a black man in your neck of the woods, okay? I think he was from Brooklyn, though, was the one who created the first gaming console and the first arcade game.
I'm not surprised. That's what I said.
And
We've done
he
the
did
most.
that. I just said, what? And they told him this was in the 80s now. This wasn't no 1973. No, this was in the 80s. And we showed that video, or I showed that video on here, and it blew me away because what got me was, here you got a man like that who was told it was impossible, and he told him it's easy. What are you talking about? It ain't impossible. And he explains it before he died. He explains how it works. And they based all the games, consoles, and systems in-home game consoles and the ones you found in the arcade. Yes, I used to venture to the arcade. I miss my arcade days. I ain't even gonna perk. Anyway,
So
that just signifies right there that you have no idea how powerful your mind is. You really don't. You know what I'm saying? And like she was saying before, don't give up on your stuff. Don't let nobody take you out of your lane. Don't you hear me preaching that all the time? And if necessary, don't tell nobody what you're doing. Because you know people will always love to give their 2 cents of negativity into your life just to create that little tiny bit of doubt in your head. And I just tell you right now, nah, hell no. And you know, Deborah is proof of that because she's been at this for decades and she's been at this for a minute, okay?
Right,
And
you making me. I feel like I should have a cane now. Like I've been
nah,
at it for a
you
minute.
know,
I'm only playing, I'm
y'all
only
see
playing.
how look, wait, hold on. Y'all see what it look like on camera? Do you see a cane in that hand? Do you
No,
see
ain't no
any
cane.
kind of? Do you
I'm
see
still
slow
busting it down,
walking?
y'all. I'm still on the
Look
dance
at
floor
look
busting
at look.
it down.
All I'm just saying is pay attention to the skin.
Ah.
Do you see any Harley Maybelline over there? I'm just. Do you see?
Like they
Do you
said, I
see
saw
the
something.
gizzard neck?
I'm
under
getting
there?
it. I have it. I do have it.
Well,
getting
you notice I said you didn't see it, but some people like to tell on themselves, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. I was trying to, but do you see any of that? No. The woman, if you see the videos, you see her dancing, you see her moving, bruh. That's all I got to say. You
I think
heard
it's a New
you
York City
heard
water system. I think it's a water system from up here. Or some good ancient roots like we just saw, right?
I'm just saying, dog. Ain't nothing over there cracked. I just tell you right now.
No.
The only time it crack is when they gotta sit on the toilet. But everybody gotta go through that. But just say it, nah.
Okay.
That's it. The only time something split, that's when you gotta go to the bathroom. But other than that, ain't no crack like
No. I'm feeling
no
really
sir,
good.
no
Yeah,
sir, no. And she's still moving around. Still, man, I need to go on her exercise regimen because man, she moved. Just saying.
Yeah, I need to start one. How about that?
I
I
mean,
need to
boy.
start one. Summertime is coming. I gotta get ready. You know?
Here we go.
Gotta get
Yeah.
ready.
And
know?
just so y'all know, if y'all seen any of the other videos she's done in the past, you see her fit is always nicely, properly on. She don't be all over the place. She be coming there all sparkly. And I ain't hyping this up. I'm just telling y'all the truth. You go see it for yourself. I'm just saying, I always got the smile, got the teeth all good, and walking around, bro, like she $1.5 million rich.
Hey, it's a mindset, right?
I ain't gonna say $1.5 million.
Right.
That's she walking around with billionaire status. Like, yeah, nigga, you know what it is.
Because I have conversations with billionaires from time to time, so you know, I'm hoping it rubs off. You know,
see,
yeah.
and that accent gonna kill you too. So y'all brothers, you better get your resumes and they better be good, bro. Because interviews is gonna be crucial on your ass. It ain't gonna be no easy interviews. You know what I'm saying?
It's a conversation. It's a
at all.
conversation. I don't put anybody on the spot. It's definitely a conversation. And when I'm hoping that you leave the show feeling better than you did when you came to the show.
Absolutely. Amen.
I'm here
Hallelujah
to
on that
into
one.
my guests. You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
absolutely. So now let's speak of the shows, and we're gonna end it out with this last piece of love here. So me and her been talking, and she came up with an idea for a show, and y'all seen the commercial for that already. We got a couple of them actually.
That. When did you play
Well, let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I can go find it. We're gonna run it again so you can check it out. Hold on, wait. Let me go. Let's go find it here. Let me see where I got it. Where you got it?
I don't know what.
Oh, here we go. All right, so here it is right here. And then we're gonna come back to her.
This is the love exchange. Where the real ones don't play. Feel it in the midnight air. Every word laid bare.
This is the love exchange, where love meets truth. This is the love exchange, where love meets truth.
All right, we back with her. There it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's sexy. I like that.
Just so y'all know, was up all night. Somebody threatened my life. I ain't gonna say no names.
It wasn't me, y'all.
And
It
I was
wasn't me.
told that if you didn't do this, it's gonna be problems for you because I got peoples that'll come see you, and I was scared. And just tell my story if y'all don't see me again. So.
That is not true. That is so not true. I sent a picture. I sent a picture for an idea.
Hey, she had that, and it was a hell of an idea. I'm telling y'all how she mapped it, how it fits perfectly in some of the things I've been talking about before. So I'm gonna let her, as her being the executive producer of this particular show, I
Let me
want
sit,
y'all. No, she the hell did not just.
let me sit up there. You said executive producer. I got to get into my
She
executive
she
production
she's a.
stance.
See,
You know
she
what I
probably
mean?
just went around in a circle like Wonder Woman. Big ball of light come out, and she got on a suit.
You know?
Some of that. But so tell them about Love Exchange and how you came up with the concept for that.
Well, the vision just came to me because I've been home. I've been watching all these different, my research still. I don't care how many years you in the
Mhm.
game, you still do some type of research to keep your mind fresh on what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Been watching a lot of topics. I've been watching a lot of talk shows. I've been watching a lot of debates on women over 40, women over 30. Before, it was hard for women who may have been over 50, 60 to find love again and restart
Hmm.
life and do things. But I'm seeing that's also a problem with people in their 30s and in their 20s now. It's very
Hmm.
hard to have that genuine connection, to find that genuine connection. I don't know if that's due to the internet, the media, the social media where everything just seems so microwavable today. It's like you in love today with this person, tomorrow you in love with somebody else. You can't be too transparent with this person because if you are, they'll use it against you. It's just
Yes.
so many different issues when it comes to dating, relationships, marriage. And I just feel like these are things that I want to talk about. Why is it different?
Absolutely.
What is happening to
Hmm.
change the element? Why are so many more people taking being single over being in a relationship today? There's like so many topics
Yes.
going
Yes.
on that is circulating across the internet. And I just want to have conversations about it. Why is that? Why is it
Yes.
so hard for a 30-year-old woman who's still in the prime, who's just probably finished college, going to school, or whatever, wherever
Hmm.
she's at?
Hmm.
Why has she not had successful relationships?
Right.
Why is it so hard for her to connect with somebody? Is everybody out here dating to use people? Are people out here, dating and dealing with traumas and past hurts at the same
Yes.
time that they're not addressing before
Hmm.
they get into relationships? Like, what
Yes.
is really happening out here?
Yeah, and that's real talk because it's exactly what's going on. It is brutal dating situations out here. I did not even realize, and I haven't been on that in a minute, but that's only because my mind has shifted to something that I really want to do and focus on that I never did have an opportunity to because of work and things like that. But now I do, and with the grace of God helping me get through it all, I can say that the dating situation is horrible. Super. It used to be, man, it would be easy to just hang with people, kick it, and now, man, everything on a computer now. Everything, nobody, you can't. It ain't like you can go to an event, meet somebody, and be cool like that. People are standoffish as hell. You could just say, "Hey, how you doing?" They get all offended by that. Um, it's nuts. And then when you do quote unquote talk to somebody and think it's going smooth, they somehow throw a monkey wrench in their dog, and you like, what the freak is going on? And then you back to square one. And then some people just say, you know what? I don't even care no more. I'm done. But you do get that sense of loneliness, and it does come around. So I think this show, I hope this show will heal a lot of people, or at least give you some insight that you ain't the only one
Start
that's
some
going through it.
conversations. Start some
You know?
conversations on it.
Yes.
You may be at home feeling a certain type of way about something, or maybe having
Hmm.
difficulties. Let's talk. You can share your comments, your opinions on
Yes.
the show. You can also give us
Yes.
show ideas. We'll be happy to talk about it amongst the group.
That's
I
it.
mean, dating before used to be like, a woman getting dressed, going out, meeting a guy, and going out and spending time getting to learn each other. Now today,
Yes.
date is coming to your house with watch Netflix and chill now. It's like it's just so different as to when
Way
I
different, man.
did that dating scene like that and out there like
Hmm.
that. So
Yeah,
I
it
just
is.
want to
Yeah,
discuss it, you know?
yeah, it's crazy. So I definitely look forward to doing that, and we gonna be having that coming up soon. We give you a, in the meantime, you're gonna see a lot of these, commercials coming out and stuff like that. So, what are the last words you want to leave people with? Because you're gonna be on later on tonight. So,
Yes.
so give them some time frame. Where you gonna be? What time you coming on? Things like that. Do I gotta be your slave child again? Like that, beat me up and you better be here on
You
time,
see the
Negro.
words he
You
uses,
can't even
slave
go take.
child.
Matter of fact, go get me some food and bring it up here to NY for me, and it better be still hot when it get here looking.
I could use a sandwich. Yeah, I really could. I could use a sandwich. And yes, I would like it hot. Yes.
Oh, damn.
That sounds good right about now.
Oh
But
man.
so I do a segment at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. I
Hmm.
call it like my legendary throwback Wednesdays, where you get to hear from some of the pioneers and legends in here. I don't even, I like to say legendary. Let me say legendary because, like, that's one thing that we have trouble with in New York. We don't like to categorize people that have started out and we consider to be originators in the game, right? They are
Hmm.
legends. They are not pioneers. They open up the doorway, but they are legendary originators. Okay, they opened up the door for a
Yeah.
lot of people. So I have some great stories from some originators that you could tune in and listen to. Probably some
Hmm.
people that you've heard and seen on television, and now you could get some recent updates from some of those people on what's going on with them now. Because a lot of people are still very
Nice.
active and doing things in the music industry, and if not, tune in and find out what they are doing today. So that's important.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so tune in on Wednesdays at 7. I don't know about my Saturday slot because I just heard somebody else may have Saturdays. I don't know, but Saturdays I come in. Sometimes that's like I could use it for independent, where you can see some independent artists, or you might see another genre like maybe R&B. But I'm a little
Hmm.
flexible on Saturdays when I can, and just tune in to City World Media because it's a growing platform. We have a lot of variety of different. We have Sharina
Yes.
Salute on; she's doing her thing. You have like today, you at the RawFusion Show. Now you can catch
Hmm.
some hip hop, like I said, originators. You can catch our
Hmm.
throwback classic Wednesday nights at 7.
Yep.
Saturday, you got the wake up call. And you also got, other commentary that's coming on Saturdays. We
Yes.
have playbacks or replays throughout the week, different
Yes, we
hours. It's
do.
going to be
Yep.
started up. And also, the Love Exchange is coming, y'all. We haven't actually
Hmm.
picked the date yet, but we will be running promotions on that. So make sure you tune in to find
Yes.
out what that is happening. So it's about two males. You're going to get two perspectives. You got the male and you got the female perspective. It's called the Love Exchange because we're talking about love. What is happening? How are we exchanging love energy and love vibes today?
Yes.
So that's why we felt the title was so perfect. That kind of encompassed everything that we was trying to say. So it's about the good, the bad, and the ugly, y'all. So that's what we
Hmm.
focusing on. And if
Hmm.
it's ugly, let's find a way to make it better. How about that,
Feel
right?
that. Feel
Try to
that.
make it
Feel
pretty
that
again. Let's
all
try to make
day.
it pretty again. So
There you go.
that's this
Yes.
about
Yes. Yes.
in a nutshell.
Yes. And make sure y'all also stay around because B-Boy Underground will be on at 9. So you get a
Oh,
three
yeah.
shots of hip hop, also of history of hip hop, and then come right back around, and then you get to see some of the other interviews from the other side of that coming out of the Central Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? They come on at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, but that's 10 o'clock for us. All right, or I'm sorry, that's 8 o'clock for us. So make sure you tune in on that, because they got a lot of people on there. They had Be Real on there from Cypress Hill. My man Ghost Boogie, Mad Ways, and G Dash Fresh. Yeah, check them out, man. And they're going to be pretty soon joining City World here soon. So we just waiting to see how we got to hash out all the other things. So they'll be on here too. So like she said, the platform is growing. Everybody's coming back, and we got Big Woo coming soon. You just heard his new record that he just did. And then we also have JT and DJ Rojo Loco out of Dallas, Texas as well. She gonna be here soon. So I'm just saying, y'all, it's growing. and it's gonna get bigger. And when you got people like this right here that think on their feet, can't go wrong, dog. I'm just saying. Just know that if she telling you to turn right, turn right. Don't argue. Just turn right. That's all I'm saying. Because she gonna tell you that I'm just saying, just turn right. It ain't about arguing. It's just listen to the lady. That's all you gotta do. Listen to the lady. Because she knows her spots better than you do. So turn right.
And I'm here to listen too. Like I want this to be like for us to grow together. Like every show, even though I'm promoting somebody, I want to walk away and learn something valuable for myself as well. So we are exchanging information, we are exchanging energy, we are exchanging vibes, and we keep it positive all day, every day.
I mean, she schooled me on something that I ain't even know. I mean, she schooled me on stuff. So that's the whole point. That's why I mean, like, don't keep thinking you know everything. Learn to listen, shut your mouth, listen, and you may learn something of value that helps both of you to eat. Right? So I'm just saying. So I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you coming on here, all fabulous. You know how she was just rubbing her hair like, and you know, only thing she was missing was the chewing gum. That's all. She had no chewing gum in her mouth. She was like, and you know, I'm just letting y'all know.
I'm sitting up straight. I'm not being sluggish on screen. You know what I mean? So
I'm just saying.
Proper etiquette. Proper show etiquette.
And you see the microphone she got next to her? That's one for a podium. That go to tell you how important she is right there. That's that podium mic. Let me just show you what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got a dream mic. You know what I mean? That's that Malcolm X mic. You know what I'm saying? That's that mic. So don't get it twisted, dog. Don't get it twisted.
And look how small it is, but it makes a statement.
Man, it makes a super statement for real. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we're going to be.
Go
ahead. Just shout outs. Go ahead.
I want to thank everybody that tunes into CityWorld Media. Make sure you continue to support, share, like, and comment. You see the words on the bottom. Comment, like, subscribe, follow, watch. Right? This is the RawFusion Show. It comes on every Wednesday from 12 to 3. Tune in, support, share it. Even if you can't watch the full show, share it. When you check out, just give me the mic. Make sure, share it. It's okay. Like, leave me a comment. I love comments. So please leave me a comment. I also have my, I act. Check me out on Tubi. I have a couple of movies that I'm in with some great directors here in New York City. So check that out. And check out the New York flavor, y'all. If you was interested, if you didn't get to see it or you haven't seen too much of it, you want to know what's going on right now today, tune in. And I'll guarantee you I will try to bring as much of the NYC vibes to you as I can.
There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To your living room, to your car, to your couch, wherever you at. And I encourage you and I welcome you to please join in the fun, become part of the family. Right. And support. Okay. I appreciate you already. And I thank you in advance. And again, my name is.
And don't forget, go check her out in the mag. She's in the magazine. That's the amplifier. You saw it live. Yes, indeed.
Right on New Year's Day.
Yes, it did.
Well, and I really enjoyed the feedback from everybody who took the time out to read it and to read my story. Because I feel like he just snatched my soul and just put it in a book. You know what I mean? I don't.
Nah, what she mean to say is she beat me.
Right
she was beat.
Snatched my soul and put it in here. So check it out. Okay.
See what she ain't mentioning is that she took a roll of paper and started beating me with it. Like, look, you better write this good. You better make sure it's hot. But nah,
check me out.
I enjoy telling that story. Look at that, man. She deserves that for sure. You know what I'm saying?
So go on to did everybody see my statue? He actually gave me a statue. Look
she
at
a
that.
statue in there. Check her out. Check her out. Check her out. Got that statue. Yes, sir.
I work in the community.
Yes, sir. She deserved that.
Yep. So yeah, check me out, y'all. Put me into Times Square, took me downtown, put me in the classroom where so yeah, definitely he opened up. He amplified. He called me the amplifier, but he amplified me with this energy right here, which have me now on CityWorld Media. So I thank you for that.
Salute to you. Salute. She that's a queen that deserves all the salutes, dog, right there. You know what I'm saying? Got the history, got the resume, got the finesse and everything. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm lucky. I'm the lucky one. I get to work with 3 women who are very knowledgeable, headstrong, and definitely know what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I am very happy to be working with them, just as much as I am with the guys too. But I'm glad that I met these people who helped me to get to even sharpen my sword, to make sure everything ready. You know what I mean? And
Iron
you know,
sharpens iron. Yeah.
that's it. And that's what I'm saying. So for my city to your world, this is the RawFusion Show. Me and her gonna be talking backstage in a little bit here, but we glad that you tuned in. Once again, my homegirl, Deborah Coco, give it up. Yes, indeedy. Make sure y'all check her out, man. Just give me the mic. And then she got the Just Give Me the Mic Saturday Live. I'm just saying, get ready, because she coming. Then behind the scenes about to be going down too. So make sure you check back here at 7, because she's going to be on and doing her thing with that. So I'm telling y'all, that's Eastern Standard Time.
We got The Story, has a great interview with Sonic that's going to be playing tonight. So make sure y'all tune in and check that out. That is the first hip-hop band, y'all. Band.
Yeah, you don't want to miss this one.
The group, they are a band. So please tune in and check them out.
So make sure. All right, we out of here, y'all. Holla back at your boy. Peace.
CityWorld Media should be chosen because we're not just creating content, we're creating culture. Our platform gives voice to artists, thinkers, and communities the mainstream overlooks. We blend journalism, music, and media innovation to tell raw, real stories that connect cities across the world. With this grant, we'll expand our impact, producing groundbreaking shows, empowering creators, and amplifying truth through every beat and broadcast. CityWorld Media, from my city to your world.
If you don't have Black North on vinyl, you're missing a piece of hip-hop power.
We are the culture that killed the vulture. Thanks for listening to the RawFusion Show with DJ Todd D. Bladz. Stay raw, stay real, keep the legacy alive. Follow, comment, like, and subscribe. From my city to your world. We are CityWorld.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, follow. From my city to your world. We are CityWorld.